What's up, Pete? Pop on in, bro. Yo, come on up, Pete. What's going on, bro? Good afternoon. Just chilling right now. There we go. Have some fun. Waiting for Pete to pop in. That's right, Pete. Goddamn, Pete, you was in 25 minutes ago, bro. Get in here, bro. Alright, let's recap this. Dolphins win. Good win for them. 31-14 on Thursday night. What can you say? The offensive line looks good. Okay. Can't complain about that. Defense was okay, nothing special, but the corners were tremendous. An overall, very good, solid win for Miami. First time they had a comfortable win like that in like 4 or 5 years, they told me last night. So that's good for them. The next opponent is the Seattle Seahawks, and that should be some game next Sunday. That should be some game next Sunday in Miami. Should be a pretty good game. I think, looking ahead 9 days from now, 8 days from now, what I can say is this. The Seahawks don't have a great pass rush. So I expect this game to be high scoring. And I think the fans will look forward to it. Should be a good one. Looking forward to that game next week down in South Florida. I'm going to do some previews later today and put fire them up on video for you. Buffalo and the Rams is a fascinating game, and I'm glad now that people are talking about that game. That's going to be a good one. That's up in Orchard Park and up in Buffalo. Should expect a good crowd up in Buffalo for that one. I mean, it would have been a good crowd, I tell you that, if everything would have been okay. Josh Allen playing well so far. Good for him. Very good for him. He's starting off his third season looking very, very promising. I mean, Buffalo should be excited with the guys that got on the team. Defensively, what can you say? I mean, I'm going to check a little later and see if the linebackers are playing. I'm looking forward to it. Should be a good one up in Buffalo on Sunday. Detroit at Arizona, who cares? Arizona should be 3-0. Kyler Murray is looking another young quarterback that's looking better and better each day. And for Detroit, they lose this one, which I feel they will. Detroit's one of those teams that when you make the schedule, the season's over for them. I mean, the media keeps hyping them up. Oh, the Lions this, the Lions that. Bullshit. The Lions are the Lions for a reason. Okay? They're the Detroit Lions for a reason. And they lose this week, the Matt Patricia watch will be on, and the GM too. They'll go together as a tag team. And most likely, if they don't get it done Sunday, 0-3, they're done. They're done. I mean, what can you say? I mean, you can't be 0-3 and the owner gave you the dreaded vote of confidence. This Yeah, you can't be 0-3 and the owner already gave you the vote of confidence. So not going to be looking good for Detroit, and their fan base is probably saying, "Oh, come on, we got Matty Stafford, and should have made that trade with the Chargers, got Justin Herbert, and started over again. Your fans would have gave you some time. Now you have no time, none whatsoever. Can you say so?" Detroit, Matt Patricia, he loses tomorrow. He is definitely the clock. Dan Quinn's going to join him tomorrow. If the Bears march into Atlanta and win that game, that will be 0-3 and the beginning of the death march for the Atlanta Falcons. All that talent, all that skill. And I said, when they lost that Super Bowl the way they did to New England, the media gave them a pass. I think the media is regretting that now. And it's the old saying, Atlanta is Atlanta. Nobody cares. Okay? And Falcons are headed to a robust 0-3 on Sunday. And again, I mean, you just shake your head. Another team that's going to follow them, but it's the head coach's first year, so he's safe. Is my good buddy, the coach of the Giants. Okay? The same guy who, from what I hear, runs his coaches to do gases because he didn't think the players were taught enough. Well, he's going to do that. And he got a break, though. It's only his first year. But he'll join Detroit and Atlanta on Sunday at 0-3. Atlanta, I give a chance to win because they're home, but the other two, no. No, I don't give Detroit no chance to beat Kyler Murray. A very, very improved year two, Kyler Murray, I might add. That looks absolutely marvelous, I might add. Sure do, boy. That boy sure do. Let's see what else is Sunday. Eagles and the Bengals. I know it's been 3 years since he's won a Super Bowl, but if he loses to the Bengals, bro, we're going to have a major problem here. We're going to have a major problem. What's up, Flipside? Come on up, bro. Should have been here last night when I apologized to the Dolphin fans, bro. About their offensive line and what they drafted. Come on up, bro. Here's the link. Come on up. We chat for a little bit. Come on up, bro. Like I was saying, Eagles, hey, look. I think if they go 0-3, he's not in trouble yet. But I tell you, Joe Burrow looks special. Hey, do you make ginger tea? Flipside, put a one in the chat room. If you put ginger tea in if you make ginger tea with that. Well, I'm gonna be here for a while, so when you get back, just pop up. You know. Let me tell you what I said last night. You will love this. I had a whole group of Dolphin fans in here, including Ball Game, Mr. Miami 305, and a couple others, and Itas, and we were. I told the guys that the offensive line is getting better and better, and looks like that draft that they did, where they draft these linemen, so far, from what I've seen, they've been coached up. I think that was a good win for Miami. It was a win that they haven't had in a long time, where they won very comfortable. There was no drama in the game. And if they beat Seattle, I don't think you're going to see Tua for a while, buddy. I think they're going to go Fitzpatrick because with no pass rush, the Dolphins on offense ain't going to feel threatened. Those offensive linemen ain't going to feel threatened. And Seattle, San Francisco with the injuries, Denver, they have no pass rush. Yo, so Tice, get up here, bro. Ginger, turmeric, pineapple, core. Yeah, I feel you, bro. I feel you. You guys, yeah, okay, blue vervain tea. Okay, nice. Very nice. You know, that's the way it should be, bro. Very, very nice. But yeah, my brother, I talked to and apologized to the Dolphin faithful last night. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and so far so good with that offensive line. I don't really care about wins and losses. I just want to see improvement. And if I get it, I I'll just tell it like it is. What's up, Sir Tice? Getting ready
What's up,
for the
brother?
fight card tonight.
Yeah, it's funny, man. I don't know how I'm gonna pull this off. I got some friends in town, and it's a birthday party for one of the homies. So I gotta, I'll probably be watching on some stream of sorts, But first of all, I just wanted to say to you, can you hear me fine?
Crystal clear.
Okay, cool. Yeah, y'all look really damn good on Thursday. I actually thoroughly enjoyed watching it. I was at a bar watching it because sometimes I have to just get outside of the house, and
Of course.
I wanted to watch two games at the same time. I believe it was some hockey on too, but
Yeah, it was.
yeah, and I found myself now, mind you, I'm down here, so people were engrossed in the game. I mean, Fitzpatrick
Amazing.
looked great. I heard now I was listening to your show yesterday, so I don't want to rehash things, but I just want to give you guys some credit. But am I misunderstanding and thinking that you thought you were going to lose to Jacksonville?
No, 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 no. I
Oh, okay,
said,
okay,
I said
okay.
when they lost to Buffalo,
Right.
I told the Dolphin fans, you better beat Jacksonville, because if you don't, it's gonna be a
Yeah.
long year.
Yeah, I didn't realize how bad they were. I mean, they're on the level of us, man. Us being the Lions, But nonetheless, hey, man, a win's a win, man. And I mean, it was enjoyable to watch. I just wanted to just say that, to you guys.
Hey, did you hear my monologue like 10 minutes ago on Matt Patricia?
No, how
All
the
right, let
fuck
me
did I
do it
miss?
again for you. Let me do it
Okay,
again
yeah,
for you. You're gonna love it.
please.
I'm gonna do it again.
His name is Fatty Patricia, by the way,
Yeah.
sir.
When they lose tomorrow, and they will
Right,
lose, because these are the
right.
sorry ass Lions, Patricia and that GM will be on the death watch.
Yeah.
You gotta get rid of him, bro.
I think that okay, so here's listen, this is tough for me because as I think I told you a week or two ago,
Hmm.
I don't root against my team. I don't believe in tanking. Maybe we need to do a show on that because I have a long 3-year argument with somebody about tanking or
Garflo,
whatever.
what's up, bro?
Yeah, but listen, we got the Saints the week after next. I'm sorry, the next week. So we'll be 0-4 going into the bye. There's no reason to keep this son of a bitch.
I don't mean to laugh, but you know what bothers me about the Lions? The
Go ahead.
media hypes them up every preseason. Like they're gonna win like 9, 10 if they're the Lions. And let me tell you something, my brother. The Dolphins are right in the same boat. The Dolphins are now getting a little better because they have a coach from the same New England tree, I might add, that
Yeah.
the players gravitate to in Miami.
Yeah, he's not now. God, I wish we had him. Um, Nobody wanted Patricia,
Oh,
so
God.
the media is the one who hyped him up more, than he was at that time. I can't remember who was available that I wanted, but the problem with him is that let me not say the problem with just him. With the Lions, we were up. Let me tell you, Mace, how bad this was. I was watching that game last week, and we were up 14-3 at the end of the first. And I'm just watching this laughing my ass off. I'm getting these texts, and I'm like, guys, don't worry. We're gonna trick this off. Just, and within, I didn't think in 5 minutes we would trick it off. you know that, and they just I mean, I just knew that the self-destruction was going to happen, but damn, we up 14-6. You can't do nothing with I'm sorry, it was 14-3, my bad. But it was something about Patricia. So every first game he's lost. His first year, we lost to New York Jets when Sam Darnold just looked fucking incredible after that first
None of that there,
INT.
boy. New York went crazy here after that game,
Yeah,
Monday night
yeah,
game.
it was a Monday night game. Yeah, then last year, oh my God, we had a yet another lead in the fourth quarter. We're going against a rookie quarterback, and we end up in a tie.
Yeah,
Or
Kyler Murray opening day.
yeah, right. And then this year, so what you're seeing, and then by the way, this dude has a disciplinarian type of approach. I'm not one of these guys who thinks you have to coddle athletes, but I
Yes.
also don't think that when you're talking to professionals know what to do or whatever, you know.
Hmm.
So we're gonna have Daryl Bevel, who's gonna replace Patricia, because we're losing tomorrow. I'm telling you
Daryl
right
Bevel.
now.
Dude, don't get me started with Daryl Bevel,
Yeah.
bro. And
Well,
the
no,
Super Bowl
he's our
call
right.
against the Patriots. Like, come
he's
on, man.
he's our OC. He's our OC, and
Oh,
then
God.
hopefully we'll be in the Eric Bieniemy, and rumors are Urban Meyer may want to come. That's a rumor. So it's either Eric
She has the
Bieniemy,
money, bro. It's not like
right?
it's not like that beautiful lady don't have money.
Man,
I like her
you know
too, by the way. I like her.
she gave it to her daughter now.
Nah, it's a
She's out of the
shame.
spotlight. Yeah, she gave it to her daughter now. What's fun, man? There's a great story behind that. William Clay Ford,
Hmm.
who his father, give me a second. His grandfather is Henry Ford, obviously, but William Clay Ford was just a Lions fan, and he was kind of a mess up, if you will, right?
Dolph Lowe
And
told me to tell you that the Lions, I feel bad for your fam. They should have
why?
did some damage when they had Barry the GOAT. Okay? That was
Yeah,
to you by
yeah. But
Dolph Lowe. I
but you,
give.
but let's go into this with the Barry days when we had. Oh, this is what I wanted to talk to you about, Mace. When y'all gifted us Scott Mitchell. See you.
No, I will
What was
get
that?
to
What was that?
him
A
in a
seven?
second. I will get to him in a second. I want to
Go
talk about the
ahead.
Barry days because I was with you in the Barry
I'm,
days. No
I'm
joke.
going to talk to you about those.
I saw every game that man play. I'm not kidding. To me, I'm just saying, pound for pound, the greatest football player I have ever seen with my four eyes is Barry Sanders.
We are
Period.
you got to keep this in mind, brother. So we're old enough to remember. I'm pretty sure it was like this in New York, or maybe it was, but we dealt with so many blackout games that
Yeah,
we
it
didn't
was in
see
the
a
early '70s. That's why I became a Dolphin fan because every
right.
week in the early '70s, Dolphins were every week early in the day at 1 o'clock. Then at 4 o'clock it was either Dallas or the
Or the
Rams or the
Raiders.
Raiders. Yeah.
Yeah. Um I remember up until 92 even.
What's up, Pete?
We didn't see
What's
yeah.
up, Mace? What's up, Sir
Sir
Tice?
Tice. That's right.
Yeah, Sire Tice, Sir Tice.
Okay,
What's up,
Sire
Pete?
Tice. By the way, I'm on
Sire
right
Tice or
now with
Sir
the
Tice,
great
it's all
Sire
good.
Tice and my man Pete.
Yeah.
Shout
Dolph
out to
Lowe's and
Flipside out there.
yeah, and
Yeah,
Flipside's out there. He's going to the market, and Dolph Lowe is enjoying this. Go ahead, Sir Tice. Let's talk about it. Go ahead. Talk about Barry
okay,
Sanders.
I'm gonna sum it up real quick. Number
Oh,
one,
take
there
your
was a lot
time,
of
bro.
quarterback. Okay, now there was a quarterback instability. I mean, Barry went from not Eric Hipple. That was after Eric Hipple. Chuck Long
Mm-hmm.
to Rodney Pete to
Mm-hmm.
Andre Ware
Mm-hmm.
to oh my God, oh God, I can't think of some of these guys' names. But when we got Scott Mitchell, Scott looked good in those. What was it, 7 or 8 games that Marino got injured that year?
Yeah.
You, okay, yeah, he looked good, and he's a lefty if I recall
Yep, he was.
correctly. Yeah, and
He weighs 400 pounds now in real life.
yeah, oh yeah, I saw him on The Biggest Loser, and
There you go.
wow,
Yep, that was
isn't
Scott
that
Mitchell.
isn't that crazy? Isn't it crazy how these athletes blow up after
Oh, they
you
slimmed
know
down a lot after they don't use steroids
oh, a
anymore.
lot of the right? Good point. But
Especially
those
back in the
years,
days.
That's right.
yeah, exactly. Listen, there was a time when we had Herman Moore,
Uh-huh.
Brett Perryman, and
Uh-huh.
Johnny
I was
Johnny
there.
Moore.
Johnny Morton.
Yeah,
Yep, I was there.
Morton. And then on the flip side, you had Chris Spielman,
Mm-hmm.
my man Robert Porcher,
Mm-hmm.
Benny Blades.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
Trust me, I saw every game, bro, between 1989 and the day he announced in, I believe it was July of 99, he's done.
yeah. I defended him because
I
I
did
won't get
too.
into this, but the thing is okay.
Yeah, trade
In
him to Miami.
'91 we went to the NFC Championship, and Washington just destroyed us.
Yep.
That
Fact.
then it was a couple years later we played Philadelphia in the playoffs, and they destroyed us. And since then, our little you're gonna love this one. So I want to say the year is 1994.
Yeah, go
We're
ahead.
both we're 9 and basically you got two teams competing for 9 and 7. It's Green Bay and us. And we beat them to get into the playoffs, but our first opponent the next week was Green Bay. So I'm like, hell yeah, we got to beat them again. I go to this game. Let me tell you, brother, the Silverdome was not a great place to watch the game, but the
I heard.
energy was unreal. Let me just tell you that it was horrible to watch games, but the energy was unreal. This was the game where Brett Favre looked like Superman and Sterling Sharp looked like, I'm like, who? This guy's better than Jerry Rice. I'm like, I'm seeing this with my own eyes. This guy is better than Jerry Rice. That's the one play where Brett Favre goes from one side of the field, then the other side, then he throws it across, like he throws it across the
Like
field.
a
And
javelin.
Sterling, yeah. And I'm like, and I was there watching this, and I'm like, I can't take this anymore.
Even I'm sorry to cut you off there, but even
No,
Shannon
it's all good,
Sharp,
brother.
Even Shannon Sharp said, man, if Sterling Sharp didn't get that career-ending injury, he probably would have had better stats than Jerry Rice.
You must have saw that interview, did you?
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about.
Yeah, man, that was the interview we talking about, Mace, is Shannon, who I don't care for, but he's talking to one of my favorite football players of all time, and Sterling, so I had to watch that one. And it was a great interview. It was a great interview, man.
He gave his brother his Hall of Fame ring.
That's an old interview, too.
You know that?
Yeah, he actually did. Shannon Sharp did say that Sterling Sharp should be a Hall of Famer.
He gave his brother his ring. That's how tight they both are.
Right. You know what I didn't know? Only Randy Moss and I forget who else, but it's only two people who's had more than 18 touch, which is just unreal. But
Jerry
Randy
Rice
Moss,
and Randy Moss, the only two.
Yeah, yup. That is unreal. And that's been 25 years. In these past
one season.
Yeah, right, I'm going to let Pete rock in a second. Sir Tice.
No,
you're
I'm just
on the
rambling.
money, bro. You should come up more often, bro, when you get time.
Bro, I come up when I can.
I know, bro. I saw you the other night. I missed you. I was in the kitchen making me some dinner, bro. I let all the guys rock the room, bro.
You're allowed to cook? No, you're supposed to be on these channels, brother.
Yes, Sterling was
ahead,
way
Pete.
better than Shannon. Yes, he was. Website fishing.
Oh, yes, God. I was saying, keep in mind, he played outdoors. I tried to tell people in the NFC North.
Yeah. Up in Green Bay, too.
And in betting, when it comes to fantasy players, I only really bet players when it comes to receivers and quarterbacks that play indoors. I only play dome quarterbacks. And it's a successful route.
So Matt Ryan's your man then?
Matt Ryan right now, oh my God. Matt Ryan is going against the Bears, Mace. An outdoor team going all the way to Atlanta.
Yeah, he's my starting quarterback too. I'm one of the few Matt Ryan fans.
Listen, the only thing that worries me about this Atlanta game is they might try to implement Gurley a little more. But it's strange because if the Bears are able to put up points and Trubisky's able to put up points, that's going to have to keep Matt Ryan to throw it all game. But I know that the Falcons are going to try to implement Todd Gurley a lot this game, but it's going to be up to Gurley whether he puts the production up or not.
I am live here with the great Sire Tice, who's pumped up about his party tonight and his fight card, and my man Pete from South Florida. This is awesome so far. I love it. Sire Tice, let me ask you a question.
Brother.
I want to get back to the Lions real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
I won't have a post-game show tomorrow. I'll have it tomorrow night. So the Lions game should be
that would actually work because we got a late game.
Yeah.
And usually, and I'm on vacation this week, so I'll definitely I prefer to do these. In the office or the home office, whatever you.
I hear you, my brother. I hear you.
But I don't like to do this on the phones or whatever because it just all the
I'm
noise.
the same way. I like to.
brother.
I have gotten very comfortable with this microphone in front of me doing this shit 6 hours a night, bro.
You gotta.
Hey, that shit was 6 hours last. Yeah, I checked this
Damn.
morning. I'm like, what Mace was talking about? I saw the show. I'm like 6 hours long.
I had a big disagreement with a young man called NBA fan. He ripped into me late last night.
I need to tolerate at him. Although he said something on the political side I did not care for with LeBron James, and I gotta talk with this guy. I know exactly who he is.
I told him he can have a debate with Asian Sama and Golden and Laurel about who's the best player. He said, "No, I'll do it on Teapot show." And then everybody told me, "Yo, Teapot don't do that. He discussed the black community, not NBA basketball."
Right. Well, you present things. By the way, I did a thing on fasting. You guys should check out on Teapot's channel. But and like I say, health is wealth. Speaking of which, you asked about these fucking lions, dude. I'm kind of in protest tomorrow, man. Usually I go to these bars at 1:00. I don't know if I can wait till 4:00 and watch these people and then just hate watch.
Well, you get up here tomorrow at 7:00, bro, and we can do it together, the Matt Patricia Death March, bro. Because I will do that tomorrow.
I'm gonna post that on Facebook right now. The Matt Patricia Death Watch starts now. Thank you. You just gave me an idea.
You're welcome, bro. I'll be having that tomorrow night.
I can't. Nobody likes this guy, man. I don't know no Lions fan.
Hey, Sir Tice, let me ask you a question. Vegas got this game. Vegas has this game about 55 over. I don't see both teams scoring 30 points.
Have you seen Kyler Murray yet?
55?
Have you seen Kyler Murray yet, Pete? With DeAndre Hopkins and Kenyon Drake. Have you seen the new triplets?
I have not seen that yet. With
Good God Almighty.
Yeah, I did see it, and
good God,
I did see it, and it's not. How can I say this? The connection, I guess, between Kyler Murray and Hopkins isn't the same with Watson and Hopkins.
It's going to get better. You'll see.
The thing is, man, what's worrying me is his downfield attack. Kyler Murray's downfield attack. I don't think teams are going to be scared if he doesn't start opening it up, bro. Teams are going to get a film on him, close in tight.
Welcome.
And if he can't beat teams over the top, I don't think the Cardinals are going to be able to score many points from here on out.
Trust me, they'll score.
The only way they're going to score, and I must agree, is he's going to be able to get first downs with his legs. He's going to have to run a lot this season. A lot.
I'm telling you, Detroit is going into a hornet's nest tomorrow, man. They are.
Detroit. Tomorrow. Here's my thing. Look, Kenyon Drake, he's not going to give you the downhill run, even if Arizona's taking a lead, right? You cannot trust Kenyon Drake. He goes down. We've seen this in Miami for a couple of years. You put an arm on him, one arm, he goes down easily. So you cannot ride. Sean. You cannot ride the win with Kenyon Drake. Can you ride a win with Kyler Murray? Yeah, because he could run. But then at that point, he's going to have to be running even late in the fourth quarter for them to sustain a lead and win it.
I agree with that, but let me say this. I think I would take the over because Detroit's going to score.
Anyway.
Matthew Stafford's going to put points on the board.
The only thing I don't like about Detroit is what's going on with Adrian Peterson.
What do you mean? I mean, he's an. But before I ramble on that, Pete, did you say you live in South Florida or no?
Yeah.
Okay, so you live in South Florida. Okay, I do too. So I'm going to throw some references out here, and then I'll answer your AP question. But I want to tie this into this Arizona. So I was in this shithole bar in Margate, right? I shouldn't say that, but it was.
You can say anything you want here, bro.
Actually, no. Actually, let me share a story with you guys. I just had knee surgery, right? And I said all these. This ties into your Lions question too, Mace, or whatever, and then I'll answer your AP question, Pete. But I'm taking some pills, and I'm higher than a kite, and I'm like, you know what? Am I on some Brett Favre shit or whatever? It's about 4 o'clock in the morning. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, and I said, I just randomly said, I'm fucking sick and tired of going to bars where I can't hear my own fucking game. I've been doing this for 15 fucking years, going to the bars. I have to beg them to turn, and I got to deal with all these Lions jokes or whatever. Yeah. So I said, you know what?
Up here big time. Yeah,
I'm gonna. So I said, I just started Googling, and they said the Detroit Lions Bar of South Florida, and I'm like, this cannot be real. So I said, fuck it. I got on my crutches, and I went to this bar. It was 2014. I walk in.
Thank you for calling. How can I help you?
What's up, nigga?
Oh, man, you got to forgive me for the other day, man.
It's so dusty. Don't worry about it. How's your beautiful lady? Bro, your family. How's your beautiful lady?
Say what?
How's your beautiful lady?
Oh, man, everybody good, man. Everybody good.
There you go.
I just had to let you know I was Slizzer. My bad, man.
It's all right, man. Now, Sir Tyson's up here with us.
All right. Is it okay for me to continue?
Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, so I get up into this bar, Mace. No, Pete just left. Damn, I wanted him to respond to this. But I get into this bar, and I see all this Detroit Lions thing. I'm like, oh, my God. I've never we have a bar, and they's like, oh, you must be from Michigan. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. And it turns out the owner was from Michigan, which is why I became the Lions Bar. This story has a point. So they said, yeah, we got a little travel club where we travel to games. And I'm like, I had this dream as a kid. I've always wanted to see every NFL stadium, right? I didn't get a chance to see the touring ones. I only got a chance to see 6 of them. So I'm like, wait a minute. I got a homie that stays in Arizona. I can go to that. There's like, yeah, we're going to go to that game. Since that game, I've gone to 10 games or what have you. But that Arizona game, it was another game we lost to Arizona. We have not beat them and God knows how long. And we played them last year, but we know about the tie. They're going to pay us back on this. They're going to pay us back on that tie. Kyler Murray is going to say, oh, yeah, y'all saw me open that whoop ass in the second half. Watch this. And it's going to be on the defense, which is Patricia's side of the ball. I hope they destroy us, especially after what he did with Darius Slay. I cannot stand this. It's not even fun to watch anymore. But like I said, I'm vested in it. I got 40 years into this. I just can't pull away from it,
So you a Detroit fan?
Yeah, absolutely. Unfortunately,
absolutely should have kept Darius Slay, man. That was a bad. I mean,
you know what happened, bro? You know what happened?
He got into it with the coach,
right? And Patricia's a bitch. So
big time. Get up here, Sean.
And my thing is I told the story to Mace, but he had. I'm gonna get this exactly right. He basically drew a picture of a dick and put it on his locker next to a screenshot of an Instagram post where Darius Slay was giving props to some receiver, and he basically wrote, "Stop sucking this other guy's dick."
Wow.
I heard about that, man.
He's if you do that to a man, y'all know how we gonna, there's jokes that we don't be playing and shit.
No. It's fucking no.
Big play Slay, man. I got him as one of the top 3 in the game right now, man.
Absolutely. I miss that guy.
This is the problem with Patricia, man. Patricia and Bill O'Brien got the same problem too. They think that they can do what Bill does, but see, Bill has the success to do it. They don't. See, they don't have the same preparation style that Bill have. See, Flores ain't like that.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
want to get on
Flores
the
is
tangent
my
of
way
Bill.
the highway in Miami, but players will run through the wall for him. That's a big difference.
I have this unfounded belief that you kind of have to fail to succeed. Obviously, we know that there are examples that disprove that point, but in general, I do think that you just a general topic. As much as I do not like Belichick, we got to keep in mind, you look at what he did in Cleveland, how he started off and how he did, so he has experience, with his, whatever his persona is. And I think after Cleveland, he was still working with Parcells and New England. Yeah. So yeah, exactly. So the point is that there's a progression. These guys try to come in with this, we're going to take this same, right. No, it doesn't work because you're not him, and I mean, Parcells, Belichick has 25 years or 20 years experience before he became a head coach.
And I'm going to tell you something else, Baz, the difference between Flores and the rest of Belichick's failures who think they're Bill Belichick. Flores and the Dolphin front office, if you are an undrafted free agent and you're outplaying the guy, if the undrafted free agent is going to play, the guy's going to be cut. I mean, look at this kid from the Raiders they just got, the running back, Gaskin. He's playing 90% of the time on offense because he can catch the ball too, and like Flores said, he works harder than the other 2 guys, and that's a sad indictment on the other 2 guys. Okay.
Look, the problem with Bill O'Brien and Patricia, those are the main 2 that see, and this is another thing about Bill Belichick. See, Bill Belichick, the only 2 underlings that really are going to have success is McDaniels and Flores, and the reason why is because they're academic with their shit. Like the other Patricia and Bill O'Brien, they're just rah-rah dudes. You know what I'm saying? They're just the locker room dudes that slapping motherfuckers on the helmet and shit. Flores is actually an academic when it comes to that shit. McDaniels is actually academic, and that's the difference. They actually have the knowledge that goes behind that, but they don't necessarily have the same asshole tendencies.
And I'll go a step further, and then I'm gonna let Sir Tice rock. Flores is from the projects in Brownsville, Brooklyn. Okay?
Really?
He's from the hood. Okay?
Really?
Yes, he is. He's a hood guy. He's ghetto.
Hey, quick question. Why isn't there much football talent coming out of the NYC?
Because our football is not really like it is the basketball is.
I don't even think basketball anymore. Good point. No, that's a good point. No, I don't even think basketball is anymore, Mason. That's no disrespect. I'm just simply saying, with the exception of Kemba Walker and I was gonna say Donovan Mitchell, but Donovan Mitchell's actually from Long Island. I mean, I guess we can consider that
the
New
suburbs.
York.
He's from the burbs.
Yeah, but
boy.
There's been more players from like Seattle in recent years than New York, but the football thing has always intrigued me. But what the brother Dusty just said is I didn't think about that. It's like there's nowhere to play. I didn't think of that.
Yeah, bro. It's funny, but it's sad, but it's true. The great Dusty, of course. And
y'all better quit bullshitting me in the chat whenever I make an upset call, man.
And the magnificent Sir Tice is with me. What do you mean? What are you talking about? When you in the chat?
Didn't I tell you how you guys was gonna beat Minshew?
Yeah, you did, bro.
And they did it exactly the way I told them. They ran that quarterback contained from different areas, keep his ass in the pocket. He can't beat you with his arm.
Yeah. I mean, hey, look, Laurel
playing with Dusty, man.
Laurel could have won 2 weeks in a row, but the Bills laid down after they had that 11-point lead in Miami, bro. I mean, Laurel hasn't been up here since, and that's a shame. I had some wins for him.
It's point shaving, man. He know what time it is.
Okay.
I gotta make a quick call, guys.
Go ahead, bro. I'm here for a while.
Larry don't know what time it is, man, but y'all better quit playing with Dusty, man. Whenever I make an upset call, I'm making it because I know I'm not gonna say I know. I have a good feeling, barring injury, what's gonna happen.
Dusty. Okay. You're my boy, man. Missed you last few days. Don't think I didn't. I know you had to be in the plantation, but I miss you, bro.
Oh man, you know how that shit go, man. You know,
I know how it goes.
That nigga working the swing shift and shit, man. It's hard to catch up with you, man. But I caught up with you yesterday, but I was so fucked up, man.
That's okay, bro. As long as I saw your logo, I was happy to see you, bro. How's the baby?
Oh man, she's beautiful, man. She's
good for you, my friend. For both of you.
Beautiful, man. Trying to get her to crawl, man. She was born 6 weeks early, man. So even though she's almost 6 months, she doesn't necessarily have the 6 month size, but she got the 6 month strength though. You know, like holding her. You know, she's good, man. She eating solid.
Good to hear that, man. I'm glad.
Hey, man. Congratulations. I just caught the tail end of what you said, so salute to you on that, man. And you know, her progress and all. But is that your first?
I'm not going there.
No, I got a whole lot of kids, man. That's number 6.
Okay.
It's so tight.
Damn, your dick works. I see you. Whatever. No homo. Damn.
You should have been here. You should have been here Tuesday morning, because we was all in Kuda's room, and then I fired up my shit here, and we had a show for a good 4 hours about being a real man's man. What makes a man's man? And when Dusty told his story, you can hear a pin drop in the room, bro. That's how impressive this man is. This guy has my respect all day, every fucking day. And I mean that. Imam Perry, what's up, brother?
Yeah,
Welcome
when I mean
back.
I seen shit like you, Mace. When I meant I seen shit like
Manuel
you,
Perry.
It's because you're an older man, and older people they see the world a certain way, like compared to like a millennial like me, because I was raised by the silent generation, so I don't have the same upbringing as the millennials around me.
I hear you, bro, and you're right. And again, when you told your story, guys, really, I mean, the respect you gained from the room, my brother. Again, congrats to you, bro. I mean that. And like I said, you're always gonna be my boy in this shit. I don't care.
Hey, okay. I got something to add to that, man, because shit ain't always sweet on this side of the game, man. I was supposed to pick up one of my daughters, and her mom with that bullshit talking about,
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
She's not gonna spend the night at your house.
Oh shit! Are you serious?
What we gonna do is meet you at the park. I said, excuse me, what make you think you could dictate terms to me about the visitation? And she was like, well, every time you whoop her every time she goes over there. Okay.
Nice, man. That's the brothers on tonight.
That's these bitches, man.
Yeah. I got much.
Getting dusty.
Hey, y'all gonna love this one just on that topic. So I don't just talk this shit, Mace. I mean, Dusty, I'm not as familiar with you as I am with Mace, what have you, you know, and his philosophy and stuff like that. Mace, you can hear me while you texting?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Oh, okay. No.
I hear you crystal clear.
Okay, no. You were saying, man, but I was out last night watching the game, and I thought it was gonna be, you know, the coronation for Miami, whatever. I live in South Florida, so, and one of the homies invited this one chick, and she was pretty attractive. I'll give her that. And he said he just met her, so I wasn't trying to holler, but we were just making it part of the conversation. Somewhere along the conversation, it comes about type of women or whatever, and I had said something, and I don't censor my thoughts or whatever. I'm like, yeah, I'll smash them, but I don't really fuck with women if they, on a serious level, if they didn't have a father or a significant male figure, you know, right?
Ooh, so, that's a tough. Ooh, you said that?
Yeah, I said that. I didn't give a fuck. So she goes, whenever she goes, in her defense, she actually handled it very well. She didn't go, and she is a Puerto Rican chick, so I thought she was gonna go straight nuclear in this shit, you know. She was saying, well, this, and I already saw okay, so she's one of these. She said, well, do you know what I do for a living? And I'm like, no, but I'm sure you're gonna tell me, and I'm sure you oversee men, and I'm sure you're gonna say you're the canary in the gold mine or whatever. We get it. The exception doesn't whatever the rule. And I'm looking around at my homies, and all of them just looking at their beer or acting like they looking at a game that has long been decided. And I'm like, you bitch ass motherfuckers, stand up for what the fuck. This be the same shit y'all be agreeing with me, co-signing on and shit, toasting a beer up like, yeah. Speaking of which, I'm out of beer.
Man. You going to Publix and get you a couple of cases, bro?
I just had that.
I would have figured out an indirect way to say that. I wouldn't.
No. We were just having a general. We were just having a general conversation. But then I was explaining to her why this is, and then I was going to pretty try to much explain to her how the gynocracy works and things of this nature. And her thing was she was just adamant about. Well, I said, I know you can't judge everything on this. I said, so where does a woman learn about a man from if she didn't have a man growing up? Whether that's an uncle, whether that's an older brother, where does she learn this?
About the Fight Club to people not in the Fight Club.
That's funny. I like that. I like that.
Oh, you can't be talking about the Fight Club. You see, you got to move with action, bro. Action's got to prove what you're saying. You saying these words. Don't get me wrong. I agree with you because I'm the same way. But
right,
you can't be talking about the Fight Club. People not in the Fight Club.
Yeah. All right, Tyler Durden. I got you on this. Yeah.
Straight up. I ain't mad at you, but
no. But you know what's funny, man? People don't understand. I said this made some fantastic show yesterday. This conversation here, the sports conversation, right, we have it right now, and just our discussion along, is so leaps and bounds ahead of what you hear out in society. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, you got people that don't even know these concepts. They just accept it what it is.
Yes, I agree with that.
I'm supposed to be, well, what you mean we ain't supposed to be shacking up with a woman?
Why would you want to?
Hey, look, I'm going to say it again. Dusty's heard this many times. I'm going to say this again. With myself, personally, no. I do not fool around with these women out here, bro, because you don't know what you can get yourself into. And then they'll make up shit just to throw your ass in jail. I don't got time for that.
And
I don't know how the hell you grew up.
I fucking don't have no problem. Look, you believe in equal rights, then you can catch these equal lefts.
That's true, bro.
I like that. Oh, that's some good
That's true,
shit.
bro. Those are facts, man. You can catch these equal rights. You can catch these equal lefts, bro.
Matter of fact,
Pete, get back in here.
Hey, Mace, dude, I gotta say something, man. Yeah. New York women are the toughest women. I mean, they use the same razors I use and shit. I don't know how the fuck you. I mean, do they have any feminine women there? I'm not.
You bitches got $150s, man.
What up, brother Mace? How you doing today? How
you know what?
Today?
I had a chick from
much
New
love
York
and respect. I love you too, Mr. Miami. Really, and, get your goddamn mic.
Her voice was just like so harsh, like her voice just like yo, and it's crazy because like New York chicks don't give niggas no compliments. They say shit like
they stay in code, bro. They stay in the sisterhood code.
It's like instead of saying like, "Oh, you're a handsome dude," they'll say shit like, "You look like you get mad bitches, yo."
You know when they say that? Because I get that more than anything else from especially black women. You know when they say that? When the crew is not around. And you catch those type of sisters in the mall. They will tell you, and you know, in private, but there's nobody around. Oh, you're handsome, you're cute, you know. But when they're around their girls, they do the sisterhood code. They don't talk to you. They roll their eyes at you.
There's a cat who coordinated my trip when I went to Ghana 3 years ago, and he lives in Harlem. So I told him when I got back that I hadn't been to New York in a bunch of years, so I'm going to go there. Long story short, this is like 2017, 2018. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to do this tourist thing. I'm going to take the subway to Harlem. I'm going to figure it out myself.
Just take the A train when you get in straight to 125th.
Bruh, you're talking to somebody who don't live there.
I understand, but next time for future references, that's
no, I did.
Bro, why y'all subway stations so dirty, man? Them motherfuckers is feel like you
Corona,
still walking around that motherfucker.
Since Corona, they cleaned it up, fellas. Seriously, it's clean now. It's crystal clean since Corona. No joke.
No, man, but let me cut to the chase. So I met this one chick. I'm like, how you doing or whatever? Yeah, I'm here. You know, I'm originally from Detroit, and she was like, chop, nigga, you want the number or what? Like, what the fuck?
That sounds like New York codes.
Oh, you want the number or what, nigga? I'm like, damn, nigga. I'm like, nah, I really don't. Damn.
Hey, the world is opening up, baby. Hooters right here down the street from my house. Nobody's wearing masks. This thing is packed.
There you go.
Because they opened the bars up. Baby. Which Hooters Which Hooters were you referring to? Don't say the one on
University and Pines Boulevard. Right on the
corner. So you talking west? All right, got you. Yeah. Oh, that's where Cafe Iguana is.
Yep, right across the street from Cafe Iguanas.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. They Are you familiar with the Tiki Bar?
The Tiki Bar? Which one?
Okay. Well, there's only. Beach. Yeah, that's the one I'm referring to. I live around the corner from there, and I'm about to head up there because they opened up the bar. I haven't been there in about 3 weeks, but usually no, I'm just saying usually it's a good way to see, chicks in bikinis talk shit before the evening. And by the way, Mace, you're gonna love this one. The birthday party I'm going to is a Brazilian party. So you're like, fuck. That's why I'm like, fuck the boxing.
Hey man, what's up with the picks, Mace? You got the game, you got the games and the spreads in front of you yet?
Yeah, I'm gonna have them. I'll have them for you. If you want it, I'll give you a couple. If you want it, I give it to you right now, bro. You don't have to do is pop it up. This is me.
Before y'all do the picks, you told me I don't want to go too long. Can I do the boxing thing real quick tonight? I can educate the fans.
Right, promote it.
Okay, let me show y'all. Let me know if y'all can see the screen if it's not doing that movement.
Before you took it down.
Huh? Okay.
I saw it before and you took it down.
Yeah, that's because I wasn't sure. Let me do application here, share. Somebody's chewing.
Back screen, because I'm starting to hear a lot of pop rocks.
Yeah.
Maybe it cleared up. I don't know if y'all let me know how I feel. Not out.
All right. Let me open up my iPad so I can see it. Is it just showing just the boxing right now?
Yeah, it shows the two guys in the ring.
Okay, cool. All right, so everyone, the man on the right is I'm gonna open up another window here.
Yeah, open it up and pop it up on the screen. DJ Moss, we got it tonight, baby. 7:30. Canes Seminoles. Let me pop it up. There you go. Well, now it's some tech guy. There you go.
Want the picks in a minute?
Yeah, I'm gonna get the picks, bro. I'll get it right now while he's getting the boxing going.
All right, check this out, everyone. So these two gentlemen, they're named they're both twins. It's funny, I can actually tell them apart, which is crazy. I watch too much boxing, and they're I want to say they're the first twins to ever be they're the first twins to ever be champions. They from Houston. They in their early 30s now. On the left is Jamal, pardon me, Mall. He's a middleweight. He fights at 160, and then Jamal fights at 154. Jamal is considered to be the more powerful and more talented one. Jamal is the more craftier boxer. But the reason I'm showing this is a fight that happened. I'm going to make this big screen. Give me a moment here. All right. So this is a fight that happened 2 or 3 years ago. At the time, the man on the left, his name is Julian Williams. He was undefeated from Philly. Very technically sound boxer. This is only going to be very brief, and then they're going to break it down what he really does, but you can see really the talent. And they call it Lions Only or whatever. But just watch this clip, and let me turn the volume down here.
Yes, he won't get in trouble.
Did you guys just see that? Watch it again, live speed.
Yeah, I saw that. Awesome.
Now, when it breaks down, I want you to see some of the technique that he employs, because it's more than just an uppercut he landed. This was just beautiful. And by the way, he wasn't expecting it. It's always the punches that you don't expect that kills you. But he's still on Queer Street, as you can see. And Jamel's about to just finish him off. He's barely standing. He's just, you can see this the way he fell. And I believe the towel is being thrown in. Or yep, the towel was thrown in. Now watch this. And oh damn, they're not going to show this in slow-mo. I may have to grab the slow-mo clip, but let me see if I can try to do it myself in slow-mo here, what he did and how he did this knockout. It's a point of brilliance. Let me go back full screen. Anyways, the reason I'm showing this is that tonight they're being featured and this is where boxing is just stupid. Excuse me. This is where boxing is stupid. They're being featured on a pay-per-view. These guys got the looks. They're not out of shape. And what I mean by that is, like, they're not out of shape. They're entertaining.
Okay, I got the picks ready. Yeah, go ahead. I'm looking at this. I got the picks ready. I'm looking at this boxing for.
I want y'all to see this in slow-mo. Damn, I can't find a slow-mo breakdown of what he does. Let's see. Anatomy of a Punch, Jermell Charlo. Knockout. I think it's here. This will be where they do the slow-mo that you'll see this. And then obviously there's his brother right there, but let's see this in slow-mo because you'll really be able to appreciate this. And of course, somebody just hates me. Okay. Oh man. This kind of kills my breakdown and what I really want to demonstrate to you guys. Let's see here. Damn. Why is it so? This was considered knockout of the year in 2017, and I'm amazed that I can't find this slow-mo breakdown, because when you see it, you don't have to be a fight fan to be like, oh my god, what the hell did I just see? Long story short, and I'm gonna just try to find one more clip. If I don't find it, then I'll just use my original video to explain it and then talk about their fight tonight, because this is gonna be
the twins are fighting.
The twins are fighting tonight. Yes, sir.
They're not fighting each other. One is fighting another guy, a very top Russian dude. Man, it's like, but all right, check this out. I'll just explain what happens before. And oh, you know what? Just like you can play it fast, you can play it slow. Duh. Problem solved. I didn't even think of that. All right. Julian throws a right hand. Julian's going to throw a right hand. Charlo is going to roll that. So when I say roll, he's going to go to he's going to like do a pivot to his right. And he's going to unwind back with an uppercut. So watch this. It's going to be slow. So he throws it right. You see that? Did you see that? How he rolled that shot? Was it when I say the most vulnerable position? The most vulnerable position. Right, exactly. The most vulnerable. Okay, this is what I mean when I say rolled. He turned so that punch really missed, the most vulnerable position you are in boxing is when you throw punches, which is why when casual fans watch fights, they can't say, "Oh, they ain't throwing enough punches," because
go ahead. Nice, go ahead, bro. Keep talking.
Okay, so you can see that right here. You can see that right here as he's rolling this. That's why he got so caught by that uppercut. Plus, he wasn't expecting it. We're gonna let it go.
Well, let me ask you a question. Is this the best boxing have to offer?
Look, man, no, that's the problem, because Charlo ain't really, neither one of them boys, they really ain't all that. They really not.
Now, I'm not gonna
not knocking the fighters. That's why I asked him a question, because I'm curious, because I don't follow the fight game no more. I want to promote something.
This guy
people
here,
gonna come. So
this guy here,
yes, sir.
Him and I want to talk about the fight, but this guy here, Vasily Lomachenko and Terrence Bud Crawford, they are hands down the best. And when I say best, knockout power, skills, ring IQ. You have some guys, like, for example, Tyson Fury is a very good boxer, but he doesn't have necessarily KO power, although he KO'd Deontay Wilder. But then you have brainy guys like I'm trying to think of. You have guys, good boxers like Canelo. Canelo's up there too. But let me just get back. Okay, and then how dare I forget Errol Spence? Now, Errol Spence is arguably up there with the Lomachenkos, with Terrence Crawford. Actually, the top fight right now, in my opinion, would be Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. But okay, now the problem is, and this is where the problem goes in boxing. The problem is that it's kind of similar to like the old wrestling conundrum with WCW and WWF.
I know what you're talking about.
Right. So one company's owned by a promotional company, and then how are they going to split the lion's share? My thing is what these guys need to do, and I've written these companies this. I'm trying to offer my services in this where I can make money too. You got to let the public get to know these guys first, and they're not doing a good job with that. But a boxer, in my opinion, nowadays has the power to be his own promotional entity just with social
look
media.
Look at this guy in a different sport. Look at the Irish guy. What's his name again? Conor
McGregor.
Yep, right. He was his own PR machine.
Right. You have the power to do. I mean, it takes nothing to hire one of these millennials. No disrespect to millennials. It takes nothing to hire one of these millennials in college who knows the whole social media landscape to promote them. And that's what I would suggest for these guys to get out there, because right now, back when boxing was at the tip top of the mountain, there weren't that many options. Okay. You had horse racing, baseball, basketball, football, boxing, or whatever, that was it. Now, hell, you're competing against video games, Netflix, YouTube, so you have to do more. The only thing I was just showcasing, and I wish I had a better clip, and I'm going to disagree with you on this, Dusty. They're not, let me say this. When we talk, the word great is passed around too much in sports, but so I'll just say elite. To me, in sports, you have, and that's in anything, you have elite, you have very good, average, fair, poor.
Average, below average.
Right. Okay. Most fighters are average if they're on the professional level. You do have some poor ones. The Charlos are on the good to almost being very good, but they're on the good level. They're not, but they are entertaining. A lot of guys.
The top of the mountain in their weight class is Errol Spence.
No. Errol Spence is 147.
He could fight up to 160 though.
No, but by the way, Errol Spence and Jermell have the same trainer, and they're in the same camp or whatever. Jamal is 160. Errol Spence is
when Errol fought, what's his name? Dude came in at 160 and he had to lose weight to weigh in. And matter of fact, Errol actually let the dude fight anyway, even though he was like 6 pounds overweight.
No, you're talking about with Sean Porter. He didn't come in at 160, dog. It was
he came all right, because that fight, they was at 155. They had to come in at 155.
No, dude. Trust me. Errol Spence has never fought more than here. Give me a second. I gotta do the share. Screen again.
Because I seen there was one fight where he came in at 155.
All right, check this out. All right, we're gonna go here.
I actually think Errol Spence will Floyd.
Errol Spence, do you know this story? You maybe not know the story. So when Floyd, okay, listen, by the way, Floyd's 43 years old. So Floyd's, I don't want to say Floyd's done, but Floyd's done. His time is done. He would whoop him at this time. At his prime, that's going to be tough. But I will tell you this, in 2013,
Come on,
in 2013, no, I'm telling you, in 2013, when he was fighting Robert Guerrero, they did spar. And he got the best of Floyd in one session, but then the next sessions, Floyd got the best of him. So yeah, I know somebody who was covering that fight who had told me that story, but that's a well-known story, you know, in the boxing circles. But I need to show you something.
See, Floyd is a ducker, and that's the problem I got with Floyd. He's a ducker.
Who did Floyd duck?
All right, why did Floyd not fight De La Hoya till he was 35? And then
because De La Hoya, why did Floyd's been trying to fight De La Hoya since 1999? It was De La Hoya who never. It was De La Hoya who didn't make the fights. Okay, and then De La Hoya told him, "I'm not going to fight you while you're under Bob Arum." Floyd didn't have the power. Oscar had the power. Okay, so he didn't wait. And by the way, Oscar was 36. You know how Floyd was when he fought Pacquiao? 38. Floyd was only 31, so he didn't wait. He called out Shane Mosley in 1999, and Shane Mosley, which he should have done, he said, "Nope, I'm going to fight Oscar because it's going to be for more money." The only person that you can reasonably point out that he allegedly, when I say duck means an offer was extended and you turned it down. The only person is a guy named Stevie Johnston. Hell of a fighter, okay? Hell of a fighter, hell of a black fighter. The problem, by the way, I've always said it's only been 4 fighters that gave Floyd problems, and they were all black fighters. That was Zab Judah, DeMarcus Chop Chop Corley. I'm losing my other 2. It'll come to me. Shane Mosley, and oh God, I forget who else off the top. Oh, the point I'm just saying though is Shane Mosley went up 2 weight classes to avoid Floyd Mayweather. Floyd was trying to make those fights. Now, keep in mind, I understand why people say that whole ducking thing, and I was going to show you this about
the ducking Spence.
Shit. He ain't been ducking Spence, dude. Spence didn't come on the scene till 2015, and that's when or become a real notable name, and that's when Floyd retired. Come on, dog. Now you're kind of tripping, man.
Come on, man. Floyd duck. Why is every great fighter he fights over 35 when he gets a hold of him?
Because he's been ducking.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
Come on,
that's
man.
not true.
Name me one good fighter he fought in his prime.
He
didn't want none of Whitaker.
Diego Corrales. Diego Corrales.
Okay,
knocked him down.
Corrales.
Okay, Diego Corrales. You want another one? Zab Judah. You want another one? Miguel Cotto. You want another one? I mean, I can do. Who's not over 35? I just named you Miguel Cotto, Diego Corrales in his prime. Chop Chop Corley was also in his prime. Shane Mosley is the one who had the opportunity. Yeah. Here, I'm sharing my screen still. Let me show you this. 1999, Floyd, Shane Mosley. Check this out. I already seen the image. Damn, there was a magazine. Boom. This magazine cover is from 1999. Although this article is 2009, but you can see Floyd even had hair then. This is when they were supposed to fight. And that's again when Shane moved up from lightweight 135 to middleweight. I'm sorry, not middleweight, welterweight 147 to fight Oscar De La Hoya, because Oscar De La Hoya had the bigger name and it was for more money. So I don't have a problem when a fighter does that to get the bag, but we can't say that Floyd ducked these guys. Now we may not like Floyd, but no, he didn't.
I gotta think he's a professional track star.
The evidence says otherwise.
He's a track star, bro.
Because okay, even though he didn't move. Floyd's career is from 1996 to 2015. Lucy, I'm not even counting that Conor McGregor bullshit. Okay, Floyd. No, because and I have no problem.
No, you're right. You're right. It was bullshit. I agree.
Okay, real quick. These are all the weights. The weights are on the left or whatever. This is Errol Spence. Now, by the way, this fight with Danny Garcia is going to be a good comeback fight for him. But Sean Porter, 147. Mikey Garcia, 146. Carlos Akama 140. He's never fought above. That's why I'm saying 140. Well, here he did fight Phil LaGreco, but they moved that. He's never really fought above. We'll just say 150. So he was never close to middleweight, is what I'm saying, man. And this is the record. This is the record.
In the chat room, here
you what's the question?
One thing I can say about boxing: usually, never bet on it, but the young growing boxers are beating up on the veteran boxers.
You know what? That's a very good observation. Who asked that?
Pete.
Pete is right about that. Can you repeat that one more time? I'm going to close the share.
You got it. One thing I could say about boxing, I usually never bet on the sport, but the young growing boxers are beating up on the vets.
Here's the thing. He is mostly right, but there are examples in history that goes against it. And I'll give you one famous one that you, even though you're not a boxing fan, I know you remember. And that's in 2011, right after 9/11, when Bernard Hopkins fought Tito Trinidad, and everyone with exception to me and a couple other friends. And that's the time when you make the money, because I knew the boxing, thought that Tito was going to destroy Bernard Hopkins. And I'm like, y'all don't know boxing. Y'all don't know boxing. Bernard is a real middleweight. And this guy, even though he has been hiding or masquerading as a welterweight, meaning he was dehydrating himself to make that weight, but he was really a 160. But he's fighting a grizzled vet. To his point, you do have. Here's the thing with boxing, and we can move on from this, but I do want to make this clear, and it's probably most evident in boxing, and well, I'll say in football, you can see it too. Vets know, and basketball too, also. Actually, all sports, but vets know certain things that even if the guy who's up and coming has all the power, all the speed, or whatever, this is where Floyd and I'll segue this into Floyd Mayweather. Floyd realized once he messed up his hands that he can't fight. Excuse me. He couldn't fight like he used to fight when he was 130, 135, knocking cats out. Plus, he's moving up in weight, which means his power doesn't necessarily carry over. But if a little baby came up to each of you two gentlemen with a needle in her hand and stuck it in your face, I guarantee you're going to jump back, right?
Of course.
Okay. No. The point of the matter is, it doesn't take much to hit somebody to keep their ass off of you to get their respect, okay? Right. What Floyd does, and he learned, he said, I'm going to outsmart these guys by taking away their top weapons and forcing them to go to their plan A and plan B, which is why to the casual eye, his style can be seen as boring. So in other words, if you like to set up with a 1-2, he's going to take away your 1 and your 2 is going to, and then you're going to get frustrated and then you're going to be swinging and missing and he's going to just catch you. And he's going to keep tagging those points on. He's basically taking, let me say one more thing.
Okay.
He's shaving points, like, and I'm gonna tell you why when you finish. But go ahead.
Okay, no. Here's the thing. Like, to me, one of his greatest, his last great victory was probably when he beat Ricky Hatton, and Ricky Hatton had the aggression and had the speed for him and came off. And all Floyd did is, okay, this guy just comes in all the time. I'm gonna just keep nailing him with these straight rights. I'm gonna keep nailing him with these straight rights. And he ate so many straight rights that it was night for Ricky Hatton. It's kind of similar to how Bill Belichick beat the greatest show on turf. We ain't gonna turn this into a track meet. We're gonna slow this game down and force y'all and grind y'all out. And look what happened. And I hate that fucking Super Bowl, by the way, but I'm just using a football comparison to what Floyd does.
I feel you.
You know,
before you
and I'm
go,
done.
Before no,
I'm listening. I'm willing to listen.
No. Before you go, Dusty, here you go. This is for you, Sir Tice. Yep. If I would have been betting at the time, I most likely would have went Tito Trinidad. You was right, bro. Yep. Right. Laugh out loud. Floyd is an automatic BB gun. So everything you was just saying, Pete in the chat room was agreeing with you. It's like he was preaching to the gospel, bro.
Right.
Go ahead, big dog, because I got my little point too.
No. I rambled on, so I'm willing to listen. Go.
So this is my thing about Floyd. So when you look at his fighting style, the whole Philly shell thing, he gets hit in his shoulders a lot because of the way he stands, and because he gets hit in the shoulders, it doesn't score. You dig what I'm saying?
It's great defense.
Say it again.
That's great defense.
I mean, you can call it that. I mean, you getting hit in the shoulders is still going to affect your punching power, but I think that that's the anomaly that he uses to
I'm not being a dickhead.
To keep people from running up the score. I mean,
I'm not being a dickhead to you, Dusty. Dusty, would you rather get hit in the face or the shoulder? That's my point. I say that in all due respect.
It just doesn't count as a score, and that's the way he does it. You know what I'm saying?
He didn't invent the Philly shell, by the way. That was the first time I saw it was Ezra Charles watching some old 50. It's just a great defense because, hey, by the way, your shoulder has more padding than your face. I think it's, by the way, it's a reason why everybody can't do it because it requires timing too. But yeah, listen, people forget, man. This guy had 2 different boxing styles. You look at his 130, 135 when he's KOing guys. That's okay. Then most boxers, real talk, have a prime of 4 years tops. Okay. Then for him to carry that 10 years later to say, you know what? I got bad hands. I got this, but I got these smarts and I can outwit all these dudes. And I punch hard enough to keep these guys off of me. That is brilliance. It's kind of like Tom Brady, and I can't stand Tom Brady. Okay, Warren Moon to me is my favorite quarterback and had arguably the best arm I've ever seen. But Tom Brady has great timing. He understands. I mean, now I won't go into this year. I'm just simply saying he doesn't have all the physical gifts, that we marvel in quarterbacks.
I understand that.
I think Warren Moon is definitely one of the best all time. And had they not let him join the league until he was 37, he would have did a lot of damage when he was young.
That man is in 2 Hall of Fames. What else needs to be seen? But you are right, man. It's like I don't even want to get into that. I was gonna say it's a goddamn shame.
By the time he got to Minnesota, he was already an old man.
He was one of my favorites. He was one of my all-time favorites. I followed him since college.
I don't know how. Oh, really? Now see, that's a little. I remembered him. I'm like, Houston got a black. That's back when I used to care about the black quarterback thing. Now I don't. It's not as much.
His best years was with the Eskimos, bro. 5 straight championships.
3 Grey Cups. Yeah, man.
5 Grey Cups in a row. One of the most prettiest throwing motions you ever see from a quarterback.
They asked Chris Carter who threw the best spiral. He said, hands down, Warren Moon. He's like, I loved catching his balls or whatever. No
Warren
homo.
Still looks good for his age too. Warren still looks good for his age. I mean, good for him. All right, Sir Tice, stay. Okay, Dusty's what you want, bro? The point spreads. You ready?
Yeah. Let's do these picks, man.
All right. The first game is your Raiders. 5.5 underdog at New England. Over under is 47.
I'm gonna take the under, and I think we'll cover on that. But I think we'll lose by a field goal.
What's the time of that game? 1
o'clock Eastern.
Yeah, I agree with him.
The Bills. A point.
Write these down, right?
Yeah, I got you. Bills.
Okay, go ahead.
1.5. 1.5 favorite. Over under is 46.5.
Who's the
against who?
Team?
They're playing the Rams at home in Buffalo. 1 o'clock start.
They'll cover, and I think it'll go. I think it could go over. So I got the over, and I think that they'll win.
You take the over. Okay, and they'll win flat out. So you'll take the 1.5 over.
They'll cover. They'll win, and I think it'll go over.
Okay, you'll take both Buffalo winning by 1.5 and the 46.5 over.
Yeah, the over.
Okay, I got you. Next game, 1 o'clock. Texans at Steelers. Steelers 4.5 point favorite. 45.5.
Are they actually going to pick up Antonio Brown or not really?
Who? Which team?
The Texans, because I heard that they was about to sign him.
Are you serious?
I don't know. I didn't hear that.
You're exaggerating. Are you serious?
No, that's what I heard.
You've heard a rumor that.
Yeah, that's what I heard. The 4.5 points is a lot. But I'm gonna have to roll with Pittsburgh on that one. What's the over under?
46, 45 and a half.
I'll take the over on that one too.
Are you taking both? You taking the -4 and the over? Okay, I got it down.
Pittsburgh gonna cover on that.
Cover.
Now the next game, the point spread has dropped dramatically. San Francisco at the Giants, 1 o'clock start, 3.5 point favorite San Francisco, 42 over under.
Ooh, I don't know. I don't like Mullins as the backup. Damn, that's a tough one. What you said? 3.5 points?
Yeah.
I think the Giants will cover. And
Okay.
what's the over under?
42.
Over. Because San Francisco backups is still better than most teams' backups. So
wait a minute, you're right. Garoppolo's out. Oh,
yeah, he'll be out for a couple weeks.
No, more than a couple weeks, more like 6 to 8 weeks. He's had a high ankle sprain.
Okay. What did you pick? I'm writing these down myself.
Well, I said the Giants will cover, and I'll take the under.
Okay.
And see, the San Francisco, they wouldn't sign Ziggy, and D4 might be coming back. They still got Armstead. I'm pretty sure they got a decent backup at in the middle of that line. So I don't know how much they'll actually lose against this Giants team. But even though they've lost a lot, I think they're going to miss Mostert, though. They're definitely going to miss Mostert.
Hey, let me ask you one quick question. You took the Raiders with the 5.5 under. When you taking the Raiders, you took the over and the under 47.
Oh, the Raiders? I took the under.
All right, so I got all your picks so far.
I think we'll lose by a field goal, so that'll mean we'll cover.
I'm gonna listen in on the phone, guys, because I bailed, but I may dial back in. Keep making these picks. All right, fellas. Appreciate the discussion, but I'm gonna listen in on the phone.
Thank you for coming up. Tennessee is 2.5 point favorite, and it's 49.5 over under. Tennessee against the Vikings.
Tennessee, you said 2.5 point favorite?
Yeah, Tennessee. Yeah.
I'll take the Vikings on that, and the over under is what?
49.5.
49.5?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the under on that. So Minnesota cover and the under.
So you're saying the Vikings will cover?
Vikings will cover.
All right, so you're taking both
the
cover
missing
and
Diggs,
the under.
though, man. They're missing Diggs and Thielen. He ain't physically good enough to beat all that coverage coming his way. So I think they're gonna have to give a big dose of Dolphin Cook.
All right. The Washington football team is a touchdown underdog, and it's under 45.
Against who?
Cleveland.
I'm gonna take Washington all day. That's actually a good. That's a terrible spread. I think Washington actually win that game.
Taking over the under.
46.
45.
I'm take the over. But I think that Washington D line gonna put a hurting on Baker Mayfield. I wouldn't be surprised if he got hurt.
Bengals and the Eagles. It was 1.5 to start. Now it's the Eagles are favored by 4.5.
Against who?
Bengals.
Bengals will win that.
I agree.
Because they shored up that D line. They went and got Reader. They went and got Trey Waynes. I don't think they have a receiver that's good enough to beat Trey Waynes, and they don't have a line good enough to move them boys they just put in the middle off that line. So I got Cincinnati.
Taking over under 47.5.
I'm gonna take the under. I think it'll be like 24-20.
All right. Next, Chicago at the Falcons.
Who?
Chicago Bears at the Atlanta Falcons.
What's the spread?
3.5 Chicago, 47 over under.
I'm gonna take the over on that. I think the Falcons gonna come back with a strong win.
All right. Falcons outright. Taking the over or the under?
Say it again?
47 over under.
For the Bears and the Falcons?
Yeah.
You gotta take that over, man. I actually think that they'll put up points, both teams. But I don't see the Falcons losing against the Bears. I don't see that.
Jets, Colts. Colts favored by 11.5. That
11?
Yeah, 11.5. It started at 9. Now it's 11.5. 44 over under.
Shit. I'll take the over. I mean, 11 points is a lot of points. That's a lot of points.
So you're gonna take the over 44.
I'll take the over.
11.5.
Shit, they got Frank Gore running that rock. Shit, no receivers. Fuck, that's a tough one. Let's circle back to that one.
I was gonna say that. Chargers 6.5 point favorite against the Carolina Panthers. 43.5 over under.
The over, and I think Chargers will win and cover. No Christian McCaffrey. It's ugly.
And I think they're tanking for Trevor Lawrence.
The Chargers got physical corners too, so Robbie Anderson probably won't be getting off the line. I'd press him the whole night and make him get off the line. So
over or under 43.5. I got you.
I think the Chargers will score 30 points.
Got you. Detroit at Arizona. 5.5 Arizona, 55 over under.
35?
55, double nickel, 5-5.
I'm gonna take the under on that because Arizona has a really good defense. On the low, they have a really good defense. I'm gonna have to take Arizona with the 5.5 too.
Arizona over 5.5. 5.5, but under 55.
Under 55, yes. Then they're not scoring like that. No.
Okay,
I mean, Detroit, I think Galladay's still hurt, or Galloway, whatever his name is.
Yeah. They say he's
still hurt. You got Old Man River at running back. It's not happening.
Tampa Bay at Denver. Tampa Bay 5.5 point favorite on the road. 42.5 points over under.
I'm gonna take the over on that, and I'll also take Tampa Bay. If they had Drew Lock, I would take Denver, but I don't think Driscoll's enough to beat them.
And you're gonna take the over 42.5?
Yeah.
Got it. Got you. Okay, these are the big games. First, Packers at Saints. Saints favored by a field goal, 53.
I'm gonna take the under, and I got the Packers.
Okay, so you're taking the Packers +3.
Still no Michael Thomas.
Yes, I agree with that. And you're gonna take the under 53 or over?
I'm gonna take the under because Packers have a really good defense right now, and their young players are performing at a high level right now. So
I'm gonna be fair. I'll save the big one for last. Dallas at Seattle. Seattle favored by 5. That went up. 57 over under.
I'm gonna take the under on that, and you gotta take Seattle. I just don't think that the Cowboys have enough on defense to stop anything, to stop a nosebleed.
Are you taking the -5?
I'm taking the Seahawks. And,
yeah, but you're taking the -5, or you're going to take the +5?
No, I'm taking the Seahawks to cover, and I'm taking the under.
I got it, bro. I got you. Under 57. Okay, I got you. Seahawks to cover. You're taking the 5, but you're going to say the game is going to be low.
I think that over and under is a little misleading because, I mean, Seahawks aren't no run it up type of team. They just did that against the Patriots because their defense is trash. So I don't think that the Cowboys defense is as trash, although they're weak in the secondary. And I don't think they have Van Der Esch either. So, this will make Russell Wilson feel a little bit more comfortable.
Here's the big one. Chiefs at Ravens. Ravens 3.5 point favorite, 54.5 over under.
I'm gonna take the under, and I'm gonna take the Chiefs.
under 50.
See, this is the thing. The Ravens, they have a really good secondary who could actually run with those receivers, and I actually think they can man up with Humphreys and the other boy on the other side. So I don't think that they'll be able just to run all over the field like they normally do. They're actually playing some good physical man-to-man corners. So I don't think that they'll just they're going to have to lean heavily on that running back. I think they'll cover, but I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring game like that. It might be both teams might score in the 20s.
All right, let me read them back to you. Bills taking the over, 1.5.
I said the under.
Oh, you're taking the Bills and the under.
I'm gonna take the Chiefs and the under.
Yeah, I know that one. I'm talking about. I'm doing from the beginning, so you know what you did.
Okay, go ahead.
Bills over 1.5, under 47. Bills and Rams.
Yeah, that's right. Bills in the over.
Raiders plus 5.5. Under 47, right?
Yep.
Now we're on the same page. I got you, bro. Pittsburgh -4. Pittsburgh -4 over 45.5.
Yep.
Giants plus 3.5. Under 42.
Yep.
Vikings 2.5. Under 49.5.
Yep.
Redskins +7 over 45.
Oh, that was the pick I didn't do yet, huh?
Yeah, no, yeah. That's the one the Colt game you want to come back to.
Okay, go ahead.
Bengals taking the 4.5 under 47.5.
Yep.
Falcons, you're taking the 3.5 under and over 47.
Mm-hmm.
Chargers, you're taking the 6.5 over 43.5.
Mm-hmm.
Arizona, you're taking the 5.5 under 55.
Yep.
Buccaneers, you're taking the 5.5 over 42.5.
Yep.
Packers, you're taking the +3 under 53.
Yep.
Seattle, you're taking the -5 under 57.
Yep.
And you're taking the Chiefs with the 3.5 under 54.5.
Yep.
And the last game is the Colts, 11.5, 44.
That's too big of a spread, man. I can't go with the Colts with that big of a spread, man.
I don't blame you. They're not that good.
I think Darnold is good enough to manufacture 17 to 20 points out of nothing. So I'm gonna have to take the Jets on that one, but I'm gonna take the under.
The under is 44. Got you, bro. I got all your picks this, bro.
That is too big of a spread, bro.
I agree with
you. That's a college spread.
Hells yeah, I agree with you. Shit, I wouldn't touch that game. That's 2 weeks in a row. Last week the Colts were 10.5, but they covered. They won by 18 over the Vikings. So,
yeah,
other than that, bro, how you doing, man?
Oh man, I'm Gucci, man. You know, trying to help somebody win a few dollars in the chat. You know.
Oh man, it's good to see you, bro. Everybody got Rivers. Pete got Dallas winning outright. Ravens winning outright. Saints winning.
Man, I think that the Colts need to just go ahead and play Jacob Eason. I know that they had a knock on his character when he was in college, but I mean, this is Washington we're talking about. Who wants to play in Washington? So
right.
I think that they need to move. As long as they can get his character traits taken care of, I think they need to go ahead and roll with Easton because Phillip Rivers, he can't stretch the defense anymore.
I agree with that. The one thing I've taken out so far this season, Phillip Rivers is Washington. I agree. Phillip
is washed. And then, look, quiet as kept on the low. I think Quentin Nelson is the best guard in the league.
Oh, yeah. That offensive line. The one thing I love about the Colts is defensively, their front seven and their offensive line, any person will take that any day of the week. Their problem is the receivers get banged up too much. Their running backs get banged up too much.
Is it Marlon Mack hurt?
And they have no DBs.
Well, don't say that. Rocky Sin, I think he's going to pan out.
Okay.
I think Rocket saying gonna pan out. The other side, I
Hey,
don't know.
what's going on, fellas? On that Bills and Rams game, I honestly right now I got the Rams winning that game outright, and especially especially if Milano, Edmonds, and Oliver are all three out. I got my son with me in the car, so he might be a little jittery right now. But if those three guys are out for the Bills, there is absolutely no way the Rams don't escape here with a W because of the simple fact what I just see Mike Gesicki, and let's not even forget this name right here, Isaiah Ford. Isaiah Ford ate the middle of the game. Can you imagine what Cooper Kupp is going to do to those guys? That's the only factor I have here with the Rams winning that game because of
Is
those
Cam
three
Akers gonna
injuries.
play?
If they play, I know they're still going to be banged up, and it's still going to limit them. They're not going to be all snaps are not going to be played either way. So that's the only little issue I have there. But it could go either way. But now, what
Is
actually
Cam
scares
Akers
me
gonna
even
play?
more with the Bills pick. What scares me now even more trying to even pick with the Bills.
I'll let you know right now. I'm in the injury room.
My bad,
Zach
y'all. Go ahead.
Moss
I'm listening.
is out. That's their.
What team he plays on?
Who? Akers is playing on the Rams. He's the running back.
Their pounder. That their third downs are either they're going to go two ways, either
He's
passing
out for
or
the game.
Josh Allen running.
Cam
Because
Akers
in
is out
between
for
the
this
run, it's
game.
not going to be Singletary.
Cam
Man,
Akers is out for this game.
Who's that?
See, in this, he talking about Akers on the Rams. See, this
Yeah,
the
Cam
thing about
Akers
the
is out.
Rams, bro. The Rams went the way of Todd Gurley, and you got to understand that Gurley was such an integral part of what McVay wants to do. That without him, he's at a loss. That's why he extended him so early, even though he didn't have to, because he knew that without Gurley, I can't do what I want to do. And Cam Akers is not Gurley.
Oh, here you go with the linebackers
the Rams
of Buffalo.
wanted to. At first, I was a little upset that they actually let Todd Gurley go because of what I feel what type of player. I know what type of player Todd Gurley is, but after watching Gurley these last 2 weeks, he doesn't look the same as when McVay. I think McVay abused him and saw that he didn't have no more wiggle in him, and just said, "Hey, I gassed
Nah,
you.
that ain't
Time
it,
to
bro.
let
I'm
you
gonna tell
go."
you what happened. I'm gonna tell you what happened. The reason why he didn't play him is because, like, first of all, Gurley got arthritis, right? But it ain't that bad yet. He still looked light on his feet. The problem with Atlanta is that they got 2 rookie tackles and their interior line isn't that good. They got a decent center, and that's it. Without that, man, plus your fullback is a pass catching fullback, your tight end is a pass catching tight end. You really don't have a lead blocker.
Okay, let me say this real quick. Buffalo, Milano will
That's a
play.
good point.
I don't think, looking at this, Tremaine Edwards, I don't think he's going to play, or he's a game time decision. But Deshaun Phillips, the other linebacker, he's out for the game.
Milano is out.
Milano's going to play.
And then you look at the Rams at receiver. They're good route runners, but they don't have any speed to stretch the field, and they're not very physical. These are small dudes. You put them against Edwards and the other boy, they ain't doing nothing on the outside.
Yeah, but Edwards
And
may
let me
not
tell
play.
you, this isn't the Dolphins. This isn't the Dolphins' dumb moves that they're gonna make. We already know Jalen Ramsey is gonna shadow Diggs, so we could forget about Diggs in that game. It's gonna go back to last year's Bills, where Josh Allen is only gonna have Cole Beasley and John Brown again.
Oh, this is for you, Dusty. This is the latest injury report for the game in Foxborough tomorrow. The Raiders, Trent Brown's out. Nick Kilowski, he's out too.
Kukowski? Yeah,
he's out for the game in New England tomorrow. I'm looking at the latest injury report, NFL.com.
You know what? I know I didn't pick us, and that's just the way I would bet. I wouldn't take that bet that they had at that spread, but I do think we can beat them.
I do too.
I don't think the Raiders have a chance at beating the Patriots, in my honest opinion.
Man, the only thing Patriots got that's elite is that guard that's on the franchise tag and Gilmore. Other than that, they ain't got enough.
And you saw how DK Metcalf toasted Gilmore Sunday night.
That's not toasted, man. 4 or 5 catches ain't toasting nobody. 1 touchdown, 4 or 5 catches ain't toasting nobody.
What Patriots have is a lot more time under quarterback with Cam Newton, a more mobile quarterback, and that's just gonna. And if he continues to run at the efficiency he's been running, he ran it 10 times against the Dolphins, 15 times against last week, who they just finished losing to the Seahawks. He's running at a really high efficient rate right now. That's what running quarterbacks do. And that's why they're gonna beat the Raiders. And I honestly see Derek Carr struggling this game and having to try to beat the I see Derek Carr struggling this game and having to beat the Patriots with his arm, and I don't see that happening with a banged up Waller and banged up Josh Jacobs.
Hey, Princess, how are you?
Especially with all the clock that is going to be chewing up the Patriots. They're just going to be chewing up clock all game.
Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something, man. Cam try that bullshit on us, they're gonna put his ass in the dirt, boy.
Cam Newton talk right now.
They can't run. They not gonna run that quarterback power play against us. We ain't falling for that goofy shit. Paul Gunther is maybe not be a household name, but he ain't falling for that shit.
None of the linebackers that you guys have can cover a running back. Do you know that?
Middleton.
Wasn't Middleton a safety converted to a linebacker? It's going to be even worse.
That I don't know, but I know that he did his thing against Kamara. I mean, I know Kamara had a lot of catches, but Kamara was getting stuck.
He was. I saw that.
The Raiders, man, I know you're a Raider fan, and it's going to be hard to admit, but I'm going to tell you, even when it comes to my Dolphins, when it comes to betting and predicting, I take away all the homer talk.
See, hey, Mace will tell you, I bet against us when I made my picks. But
he wants to see more. He's not satisfied yet.
I'm not satisfied.
He wants to see 4-1. He sees 4-1, then he's gonna believe.
Okay. And it depends on the 4-1 teams we beat, because if it ain't no really good teams 4-1.
Buffalo next week, and then Tennessee week after that.
We beat Buffalo, then I'll be like, okay, we doing something.
If you win in Foxborough and beat Buffalo, you believe.
If we win in Foxborough and beat Buffalo, I'll be like, okay, we got something.
There you go. Let me tell you why you got to feel like you got something regardless if you win those games or not. John Gruden and Mike Mayock, those two, bro, they know how to
draft it really well.
They know talent and they know football, bro.
Facts.
And it's crazy because, in my opinion, the Raiders and the 49ers, to me, have the best coach and GM tandem. But, that's just my opinion. I love John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan.
I don't trust Gruden in the draft. I think Gruden would have made 2 or 3 dumbass picks, like the Janikowski pick, when we could have had Sean, what's his name, the running back from Seattle. Sean
Alexander.
We could have had him, but he picks a fucking kicker. So you gotta have somebody to check Gruden, and I think Mayock has the right personality to be like, Gruden, get off that bullshit.
True. I agree with that.
Get off that bullshit, John. No, John, the motherfucker. Like, what was it? They was talking about we was gonna take what was it? Not Ruggs. I'm talking about in the second round when we took that corner. They was talking about we was gonna take we was gonna trade up for Laviska Shenault. And don't get me wrong, I like Laviska Shenault, but to trade up from where he was to go get him, that would have been a bad idea. And I think Mayock was the ones like, nah, the motherfucker is injury prone. Don't take that motherfucker.
Yeah. yeah. I mean, like I said last night, and he was out of it. I had to apologize to Dolphin fans because this offensive line is getting better and better by the week.
And you know why? Because I said, you know what? You guys going to have to move Flowers to guard. Don't leave him at tackle. He don't got the feet. He don't got the feet to play tackle. They moved him to guard, and now he's a different player.
Yeah. Facts. That's true.
Facts. Yeah, I can't complain. I mean, right now, I don't care wins and losses. All I care about is I want to see improvement.
I want to see you guys move Breida to receiver. Shit.
Yeah. Talking about
that boy should be catching at least. That boy should be catching 6 balls a game out the backfield.
Who's that?
Breida.
Matt Breida.
Oh yeah, man, and it's unreal, bro. We're throwing screens to Myles Gaskins. He's having wide open lanes to do damage, and it's just his speed isn't getting him out there faster than what Breida could have got us out there. But I'm buying the Gaskins hype because I really like that dude. He's showing me the first guy is not able to take him down. He's making that guy miss or just completely breaking the tackle every time.
Hey, did you guys take Caesar? Did you guys take Caesar Ruiz, or did he
No,
go
the
to the
Saints,
Saints?
and he's out now.
Mm-hmm.
Got hurt the other night.
Maybe him as a Dolphins, he would have never got hurt.
True, because look at the offensive line right now. And we still got 2 rookies. We haven't gave Burn yet, but they said they look good in practice.
No, I'm being serious with the Cesar Ruiz, but would have probably never got hurt because we've been passing so much lately. This was our first game, that we tried to implement the run the most. Was on Thursday.
You guys need with the personnel you guys have. Like I said, I like Chan Gailey. I just don't think you guys have the personnel for him. I think you guys need to run a West Coast offense.
That's pretty much what it is that we're running. Like a spread West Coast, everything is short.
And Fitzpatrick, I mean, you guys need to see what you guys getting out of Tua, man. He must not know the playbook.
Nah, I don't. It's not the playbook, bro. It's something deeper. It has to be something deeper than that. There's no way.
You think Tua should play?
I think the more Fitzpatrick wins these next 3 games, if he wins 2 of them, he's going to play for a long time.
My lady says she don't think Tua should play either.
In my opinion, you don't draft a top 5 quarterback with the 5th pick and you don't start him day one. Anything after that, maybe a 25th Jordan Love. You have your franchise guy in Aaron Rodgers. Here, our franchise guy was Ryan Tannehill. We dumped that guy 2 years ago, and we moved on to the journeyman. Why is the journeyman still starting? You ask yourself, is he really that good? How many wins under his belt? Not too many. But guess what? Tua has not played better than the journeyman. That's what I think. He has not shown the coaches that he's a better quarterback at this point.
I was about to say that.
And it's kind of sad as a Dolphin fan to not know that your quarterback doesn't have it yet.
Yeah. I also believe that the coach, which is Flo, he really loves Ryan Fitzpatrick. Just does.
I think he trusts him more.
You can see me?
Yeah, I see you crystal clear, handsome.
I appreciate it. Hold on. How can I turn the camera?
You got to go into the cam mic button at the bottom, and then you can switch that to the back camera instead of the front one.
Damn, man. Well, look at that Hard Rock. Because the Seahawks, they're coming. And
they are coming. There it is, baby. That's the best stadium on the planet Earth, bro.
That's that rock, baby. And
Hells yeah.
They're coming. Metcalf getting shut down. Hopefully we can slow down Chris Carson. And we're gonna get that dub.
Man, stop being so high on Metcalf, man. He's a shitty route runner, man. And look, people think because he got 5 catches on Gilmore that he toasted him. That's not toasting nobody. I don't even think he had 70 yards.
So what you saying that my boy in Miami toasted him worse last year? With I forget how many catches, 9 or 11.
That's toasting somebody. You get 11 catches on somebody, that's toasting them. 5 catches for 50 yards or 60 yards ain't toasting nobody.
Yeah, Devontae Parker toasted them last year, bro. That last game of the year in Foxborough, man. He embarrassed Stephon Gilmore, bro.
That's toasting somebody, man. DK Metcalf didn't toast nobody. Matter of fact, if I was them, I would have that nigga blocking.
Well, he toasted him for one play, that 46-yard touchdown, right?
Yeah.
He toasted
and most of his yards was on that play.
Too.
Yeah. Facts.
Like my problem with Metcalf is he doesn't have a full route tree, man. Like he runs like a post corner and go routes.
Yeah, that I agree that I seen too. All he does is hitches, stop and goes, outs, ends, and he doesn't really have any like wiggle in his routes. I know what you mean. And especially off of the line when you jam him up. That's why I'm telling you guys, Xavier, we need, even if Byron Jones is back, I honestly believe Xavier Howard is the guy we need to put on Metcalf because it's going to get shut down, bro.
Yeah, that game next Sunday is going to be very fascinating to me because I look at Seattle, and as much as I support them, I'm a realist. Their defense is not that great outside the linebackers. Miami.
And they just lost to Bruce Irvin at linebacker.
Yeah, he tore up his Achilles. Yeah, he's out for the year.
Who's
I
out?
look at the Dolphins, and I said it since the Buffalo game last Sunday when that game was over. Miami's putting points on the board. And with no pass rush, they're going to put points on the board again next Sunday. And then with the 49ers, with their two tackles, Bosa and Thomas out for the year, they're going to put more points on the board. And against Denver, they're going to put more points on the board.
You getting excited now.
No. I'm a realist. I'm a realist.
That's real, bro.
The Chargers, if they come to play cross country, we have a problem with Joey and Melvin Ingram. Definitely gonna have a problem with the Rams. Okay, with Aaron Donald.
Y'all want none of Aaron Donald.
We got a little advantage now because Justin Herbert is starting, the rookie. We could see some picks there. He could see some turnovers.
Yeah. My point is
Herbert looking good though, man. Herbert looking real good.
Dusty, you haven't been here all week. I'm gonna tell you what I told everybody else. These next 3 games, they're not facing the pass rush. But when they play the 2 LA teams at home and then go to Arizona with Chandler, they're gonna face a pass rush. So reality is gonna hit our offensive line week 7, 8, and 9. But for these next 3 weeks, they're gonna be just fine.
Nah, I wouldn't say all that, man. I wouldn't say all that because you got to understand with the 2 LA teams. First of all, them Chargers is not going to be. They're actually better with Herbert than they was with Taylor.
No, but Dusty, you didn't hear me. I just said that. I said against the 2 LA teams at home and at Arizona, that's going to be a problem for them, for the Dolphins.
They don't. So who's the next 2 teams you guys played in?
San Francisco with no pass rush anymore. Seattle next week with no pass rush.
So they're getting D4 back, and they signed Ziggy.
Oh, they signed that inside?
They signed Ziggy.
Yeah, I want to see Ziggy stay healthy.
They don't need him to. They only need him for. They only need him for 6 weeks time.
Dusty, trust me when I tell you, and Pete believes this too. They will score points the next 3 games. The Dolphins will score.
If they beat the Dolphins, which is a high chance, the way they're going to beat the Dolphins is not going to be with Tyler Lockett or Metcalf, especially if we have Byron Jones. They're going to beat us with maybe a sneaky 2-touchdown game by Greg Olsen in the red zone.
I believe that.
Carson was running all over.
I believe that, yes. But Miami will score. They're not going to have a problem putting points on the board. We will score.
But we
may lose. I'll say this right now for the record. If Miami loses, they're going to lose a shootout like 37-28, something like that. But they're going to put points on the board.
And you know what? We might have a close game all the way until like halftime, and then second half is maybe when the Seahawks take off on us, to be quite honest, because of what Fitz just gave us last week in the second half.
I believe you win championships 2 ways. You have an offense that can put points on the board, or you have a defense on the field with a power running game. And let's be real here, and Dusty, you will agree with this, and I know Pete will too. We're not there yet. But at least we're going to put points on the board. That's all I care about.
If we could put up 28 points a game, and we have 2 of the best corners in the whole NFL, we're winning a lot of games.
I agree. I agree with that. Dusty.
2 elite corners that could shut down the number 1 receiver of the opposite team.
I agree with that.
Points, that's the recipe right there, bro.
Dusty, we're not talking 11 wins, bro. We're talking 79, 8, and 8, bro. We're not talking 11 wins, bro.
I got you guys at like 6 and 10.
I can see that too, but that'll be a little disappointing. But that'll be a little disappointing. But if they go 7 and 9, I would be very pleased by that with 4 picks in the first 80 picks.
I think you guys need to play Tua if you guys really want to go 8 and 8. You need to play Tua.
No, what we need is 1 elite player on the defensive line, 1 elite
and a middle linebacker. We need another Zach Thomas.
And we need real safeties, not nickel
I agree with
converted to safeties. So once we get that next year, watch out for us, Dusty.
Let me say this to you. Let me say this to you too. If that offensive line neutralizes the Chargers and Rams, we really got something. We really got something, bro. Because those are the 2 of the best defensive lines in all football.
I want to see you guys utilize that tight end more because Like when I seen him blow up a few blockers, like man, you guys really need to utilize that tight end, man, a lot. Like you guys need to be
Yeah,
running.
man. But
I think you guys need to be running 2 tight end sets, man, and setting up the pass out of those 2 tight end sets.
I agree with that. And let me throw in one more thing that Pete's gonna like what I'm about to say. The defense is gonna come along. It's
yeah,
just
the thing
early.
about Mike Gesicki is starting to upset me, man. Like this guy, his route, I don't know, bro. He's scared when he gets jammed on the line.
Of course, he's scared of
Once you
contact.
jam up Gesicki, forget about him that play.
He's a
Yeah.
good
If
blocker
you jam
though.
him up with a good safety, forget
Yeah.
about him. Like right now against
But
the
this
Seahawks. To me,
Jamal Adams,
in
baby.
my opinion, we have to use Gesicki all game against that matchup against Jamal Adams. He can't cover and the height
that
advantage and
part.
everything. But once
That
Jamal
part.
Adams puts that man presence on Gesicki, he's gonna get scared of him. You know what I mean? And that's what I believe
He's
Gesicki's a
just a
scary
puppy,
player.
man.
Like he
You can't
plays
get mad
scared.
at him
That's
for
all I'm
being a
trying to say.
puppy, man.
He's
He
not a
ain't
No,
no
bad
I'm
man
player,
not
yet.
mad. I'm not
but he
mad at
just plays
Gilsicki. He
scared.
showed me stuff. I'm not mad at him. Matter
I
of
told
fact,
you the first time I came on here that he was the player that you guys needed to really
He got
showcase.
yeah,
I,
you
hands.
did. You did. He
I
did.
told y'all that. And when they do it, they do well. Even though
Yeah.
you guys haven't won yet. But when you guys have good games, it's because you really showcase that boy. Now what you guys really need to do is to really get Breida the ball.
That's up to the coach. Because again, he's my way of the highway coach. And if you don't
Man,
practice well, you don't play.
get Breida the ball. That is going to be the guy that's going to make the difference on your team, man. Because
I agree with that. I saw him in San Francisco. I
that
saw.
Look,
boy, that boy is a
hey,
track
you're gonna
star,
watch the
man.
Patriots and Raiders game, right?
Well,
You're
hold
gonna
on.
watch the
Well,
Patriots
I
and
got to
Raiders
work.
game, right?
I got to work, but
It's 10
I'm gonna
o'clock
catch
your
the.
time, Dusty, tomorrow morning out there.
I gotta.
Later tonight.
Well, I ain't gonna be able to catch it because I gotta work the swing shift. But I'm gonna definitely catch the. I'm gonna record it.
7 o'clock,
Okay.
Dusty. 4
And when
o'clock
you
your
watch it,
time.
when you
I'm
watch
gonna
that
I'm gonna
game,
do all the
look,
games from
James
all day.
White is out. James White is out, and Rex
Yeah,
Burkhead,
because
man, pay
his
attention to that
family.
guy.
So sad.
This is the reason why Rex Burkhead is still in the league, bro. You're gonna see that guy make the first guy miss like at least 80% of the time, bro. It's unreal. Some of these guys,
He
but
ain't that guy. He ain't that guy no more. Maybe 3 years ago, but he ain't that guy no more. Okay,
Burkhead,
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you something, man. When
watch
it
him last
see
week against the Seahawks.
he ain't got it like he used to, man. I'm not high on Burkhead anymore. Maybe once upon a time he had a chance to be something great, but I just don't see it in him now.
It's
And
gonna
the
be.
reason why
I'm telling you. Good.
it's
Go
it's
good,
because his
Dusty. Keep
eyes ain't
talking.
that good. That's why it ain't that he don't got the physicality. It's just that he has bad eyes.
It's gonna be fascinating in Foxborough tomorrow. It's gonna be fascinating in Buffalo tomorrow. And hell, it's gonna be fascinating.
Tomorrow's games are big, and I'm glad we ain't playing because we already got that dub.
Yeah, yeah. And you know me tomorrow in the pregame show, 11 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock your time, Dusty, in the
Live
morning.
tomorrow.
I'm gonna be praising the Dolphins again for their offensive line picks.
Hey man, but I gotta
And
go, guys. I'm about to pick up some
I
forage
love you,
from the
Pete. Yo,
cows,
you be
go
stay
home,
safe in the
finish this
road. I'll
up, and I'll
probably
probably
be
be
on
back
tonight.
in.
If no one's coming for the boxing, we'll do this again
Hey,
tonight.
what's up with the Heat, man?
Yeah, they gave that away yesterday, man. They gave that away. They'll wrap it
Yo,
up tomorrow night.
let's get it, man. Have a good night.
Okay,
See back,
baby.
back to my Raiders, man. I knew not to bet on them just because I know people gonna be looking for my picks or whatever. But I truly believe that we've got to whoop these niggas, man. The reason why their defense is trash.
Dolphins will beat the Rams. We'll see, bro. Because if our defense is getting in shape, Mr. Miami, we'll see. I mean, those two games against the LA teams and in Arizona, those are not easy games, bro. The
Well, you
other
guys can beat the
three,
Rams. You guys can beat the Rams. You guys, it's gonna be the you guys can beat the Rams. It's the Chargers you're gonna have a problem with. You guys don't got nothing. Okay, you could put Jones on Keenan Allen, but I don't necessarily. It's really
Williams
going to
and the other kid.
right. Well, I think your two corners is solid. I like Howard and I like Jones. Jones don't get a lot of picks, but he bats a lot of passes down. But I think you guys will be weak in the slot, and I think that'll be where Herbert does his damage. And really, without what I'm saying, without your linebackers gelling together, I think their tight end will have something too.
Get back to the Raiders. Go ahead.
My man, don't be surprised if we smash these motherfuckers by 3-4 touchdowns. Don't be surprised if we blow them out.
It would be sweet for Raider Nation because of the game 20 years ago in the snow.
Oh man, please don't bring that up. I still fucking hate Brady because of that bullshit.
I remember where I was. I had a couple of Raider buddies in my house, bro, and it was like 8 feet of snow here in the Bronx, bro, New York City, bro. We got just as much snow as they did up in Foxborough, man, down here, and everybody was at my house. And when that tuck rule happened, and then Vinatieri later on hit that field goal, there was a lot of Raider guys here.
Ooh. That was our chance, man, because you got to think the way that we were built. We were built to win now because we had a bunch of old ass motherfuckers on our team.
Yeah,
so when that happened,
game like it was yesterday.
When that happened, we ended up trading away Gruden. It is what it is, man. Like I'm still kind of salty about that though, because I don't blame you. We as Raiders, we traditionally haven't really had shit to be excited about. Traditionally,
it's like my squad here. I'm this excited. Listen to what I said the last 15 minutes. I'm excited over a fucking offensive line coming together. Look how bad my team's been in the last fucking 35 years, bro.
You guys ain't been shit since fucking Marino retired.
And shit, we wasn't shit since we lost that Super Bowl in '84, man, to the Niners. And those are facts, bro. Seriously.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna tell you what happened with you guys. It was that '91 Marino contract that fucked y'all up, because after that you couldn't put nothing around him.
Yeah. Plus his injury. I tell Dolphin fans this all the time. The day the Dolphins franchise went down was the day Dan Marino
he tore his left Achilles, his plant foot?
Yep.
Yeah, that'll do it.
In Cleveland. And it wasn't what people think. It was the play before when Clay Matthews went full speed with his helmet into his Achilles, and Marino bent like a pretzel. And like he didn't show nothing. Then the next play he went back to pass. That's when it went out. And Marino admitted that himself, that it was the Clay Matthews hit. Thank you. He said, "You ain't lying, Mace." Thank you. See how yeah, bro.
I think you guys can get a win against the Rams. I think Aaron Donald gonna cause problems. I think, to be honest, shit. I think it's really their Aaron Donalds and Jalen Ramsey are bust. Now, Jalen Ramsey is a really big corner, and I don't think he has the agility to actually stay in front of a guy like Devontae Parker. He'll have to press him, which I don't think they'll do. I honestly think you guys have a good chance to beat the Rams. It's the Chargers you guys gonna have problems with.
Like I said about the Chargers, they're dogs, bro. When they show up, they show up. They showed up against the Chiefs. Good for them. They got a moral victory. But flying cross country to Miami, and this is a Miami team that's going to fight tooth and nail. Not the most talented team in the league, and not a good team. Just an average team. They can mail it in. Especially Joey Bosa coming back home. You know he's going to the club. Shit. You know he's going to the club. Pete says Jalen Ramsey will shut Parker down easily. Yeah, I agree with that.
Nah. He doesn't have the hips, bro. I'm gonna tell you why. He doesn't have the hips.
Okay. No, I buy what you say. You know that.
I don't think he got the hips to stay in front of him. I think his game with Parker has to be a physical one for him to dominate. If he's not pressing him 60-70% of the time, Parker's gonna get open. Yeah. And I love Jalen Ramsey. I was real high on him. I remember when we was talking about trading for him, I was like, yes, do it.
Depends on how Parker comes. Parker running something serious good, right now.
If Parker's feeling good, I'm telling you, Jalen Ramsey's too stiff.
Yeah, that's what he said. And he jammed him up as a Jag, even though he got bigger. So that'll be a must-watch matchup. Can't wait. Yeah, week 8 in Miami. Chargers. Week 7 in Miami. You know, Miami got 3 home games at the end of the year, bro.
Say it again.
Dolphins, like near the end of the year, they got 3 straight home games. They got the Bengals, the Chiefs, and the Raiders. No, not the Raiders. They go to the Raiders the day after Christmas. The Patriots, and then they go to the Raiders, and then they end up in Buffalo.
I think, like I said, I wouldn't bet on us this week, but and that's just because I don't bet with my heart. But I truly believe we're gonna whoop them Patriots, man. I truly believe it. I don't think And I'm gonna tell you why. Like I said, we're really good covering. They don't have any speed. Their run game. We're really good at stopping the run. That's our strength, is stopping the run. We have
Facts.
we have two good man coverage corners. We're very strong at safety. Like, I don't really think Cam Newton is going to be able to do that goofy shit he was doing, because look, let him try that shit with us. He'll fuck around, get broke the fuck up, and they're gonna have fucking what's his name?
Oh.
Hit him in that motherfucker.
Raiders, boy, I tell you, Raiders win this week, and then beat Buffalo, and then heaven's sake beat Tennessee. Boy, you are looking at
Tennessee
you
ain't a tough
basic.
win, man.
Yeah,
Tennessee
no,
is
but it's
not a
in
tough
Oakland
win.
though. It's in California though.
Tennessee ain't a tough win, man. I think this Patriots game is going to be a test, and it's not because they have a good roster, because I don't think they have a particularly really good roster. I think it's really just a coaching matchup. And Belichick runs the defense, so it'll be Belichick against Gruden, and then Gunther against McDaniels.
Look at something right now since I got this site up. Okay. Up here. It's up here. Back. Here we go. I am in the Raiders website. Again, beautiful stadium, by the way. You know, they was talking about it here in New York how beautiful it is, and when the Raider Nation get in there, boy, you gonna get that? You gonna get out there when you open up, bro? When they open up, a lot of like normal fans in the stands, you gonna catch a game with all too? Take your lady,
I
your
probably,
little girl with you.
man, she wouldn't be caught in a Raiders game dead. she would she
Oh
would
man.
she would be caught at a Raiders game dead. I remember she offered me to go to a Niners game last year, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm Gucci."
Tampa Bay, Week 7. That's in Vegas. That's a Sunday night football game, 5:20 your time.
Man, I'm gonna tell you something. I think, you know what, and I'm not, like I said, I know I still need to see more. You know
Of
that I'm
course,
not
you're a fan.
I'm not sold yet, but I believe that so far what we got is better. That I think we could. Now, the only player I'm scared of on that team is that defensive tackle and that middle linebacker. Other than that, man, like we'll watch them niggas.
At Cleveland, Week 8. So those are your next. I'm wrong. You don't play Tennessee Week 5. You know where you're at Week 5?
Where's that?
At Arrowhead against the Chiefs.
Ooh. No comment.
No that.
You know, as much as I'd love to see us beat the shit out of them niggas, man, it's hard for me to say where the win is gonna come from. Now, if we do win, we'll be lucky if it's a shootout, because they're trash on defense. They're Chris Jones or bust. Um, I, I I like Tyrann Mathieu too, but he's so undersized, and we're so big where he's gonna be guarded. I don't really see Tyrann Mathieu making a big difference in that game, because I mean, he's gonna get blocked. He's get out the way, little nigga, and he's good in pass coverage, but he can't guard nobody at 6'8".
I hear you. I hear you, bro.
Now, I'm not. Am I saying we're gonna win? No, I'm just saying it'd be really nice.
It would be nice to win at your arch rival. I mean, why you think so many Dolphin fans got all lathered up? Because they finally won in Foxborough in a very meaningful game. I mean, the media couldn't make excuses.
You
They
guys
earned that
did. That
win,
wasn't no
bro.
meaningful game. Y'all was playing spoiler.
New England needed that game for home field.
I'm just saying, y'all was just playing spoiler. That wasn't no meaningful game.
Nola Hustler, what's up, bro? You want to come up? Who that? Want to pop up? I send the link. Don't get cursed on that website, okay? I feel like Parker could be as good as he wants to be from Hall of Fame, or what a damn shame. Okay, that's a nice rhyme.
Look,
And
man, Parker ain't the problem. Who is throwing him the ball? And think about this. I've seen 3 different Parker injuries where the quarterback threw him into somebody.
facts.
Who's
He
throwing him
jammed
the fucking ball? If you put Parker somewhere like let's see. You put him somewhere with like Russell Wilson. You put him somewhere with Garoppolo, with a quarterback that actually has accuracy and can throw him open. He's going to be the shit. But when you got motherfuckers throwing him into a fucking safety, you getting the shit rocked out of him and knocked out and
Well,
fucking.
believe it or
Come on,
not,
man.
he's played his best with Fitzpatrick. Think about that. What I just told you. That he played his best with Fitzpatrick.
And why is that?
Because he's a veteran QB and he knows how to make you better. Because even though he's about average at best, he knows how to play the game. He's been in the league for 17 years.
I think he's I think that I just think he sees the field a little better, and I think that's why I think Parker he's almost 30, right?
Yeah, he's getting there.
I don't, and I'm real high on Devontae Parker. I just think that he was just a victim of going to the same way Larry Fitzgerald was a victim at Arizona, the same way that Calvin Johnson was a victim of Detroit. I mean, he's
the
just
hustle. Get up there, bro. Put the link in. Come
he's
on up
just a
and join the
victim of
party.
going to Miami, and I think you guys actually had something with Tannehill. I just think his demeanor didn't fit the coaching staff. That you put a guy like Tannehill, who's a team guy, who doesn't really say much. He's not going to get in anybody's face, and that's not necessarily you want that from. But the thing about Tannehill is you put him with an Adam Gase. Or, come on, man, that's not a personality fit.
And Gase loved him, believe it or not. Gase stuck by him. Gase loved him, believe it or not. He did. Joe Philbin couldn't
so
stand
much that he went and got Jay Cutler.
Yeah, because Tannehill was out for the year.
I'm just saying he preferred Jay Cutler.
Yeah, of course, I agree with that. Fitz don't have. This is for you, Dusty. Fitz don't have the arm strength to throw hard all game. That's a problem for Parker. He said.
Well, he's getting older, man. I mean, maybe
38.
He's older, man. He don't got the arm he used to have. I mean, Fitzpatrick is known for having a decent arm, but he ain't got it no more. I think Parker should demand a trade.
Oh, I'll just say this about Devontae. Stay healthy. That's all I say.
Did he ever get paid?
He got paid, yeah. He got paid, yeah. He's making $9 a year, bro.
That's not paid. That's
to me,
money.
that's paid because he's no star receiver.
He is a star receiver.
Wow, you think that highly of him, huh?
Man, you put Parker in Houston, he gonna catch for 1,300 yards.
I'm gonna say this right now, okay? About Devontae, and I think the Dolphin guys in the room will agree with this. He's as they say here, he's all right. He's no I'll give you a good receiver, but not a superstar, okay?
Come on, man. You put him somewhere where he's appreciated. You give that motherfucker to Deshaun Watson, he gonna catch the ball for 1,300 yards. You put him with somebody like a Justin Herbert, he gonna catch the ball for 1,100 yards.
Let me say something about that for a second, since he's in your division. Don't Justin Herbert have enough weapons around him?
He has a lot of weapons.
There you go.
Didn't he have Brock Osweiler?
I mean, my God. Yeah, he did have Brock. My God, the what's his name? Justin Herbert, every day for him is Christmas with all those weapons he got. I picked him up on my fantasy league, bro.
Yeah, I wasn't high on him coming out of the draft.
Neither was I. Well, he got weapons. He fits the Southern California football quarterback.
I was more on I was higher on Jordan Love than I was on
these guys in this room right now who are all Dolphin guys can tell you my love for Jordan Love. Oh God, I love him. Dolphins need to move on from Fitz, bro, but at least Fitz is better than Brock Osweiler. You right about that? Parker is a beast.
You guys can't afford to move on from Fitz. This is see. If you guys ain't gonna play Tua, why not just trade him? Why even pick him if you ain't gonna play him? Why not pick Jordan Love? Why not pick fucking shit? Why not pick
the brain trust? You gotta understand something about the Dolphins. They're the only brain trust in the NFL.
Why not pick fucking Mekhi Becton?
The owner wanted Tua, but he really wanted Joe Burrow.
Why not pick Isaiah Simmons?
That's who I wanted.
Joe Burrow is not all that, bro. Burrow is not all that.
For Chase Young.
He got beat out twice by Haskins and Fields. He's not all that.
Parker, a beast, bro.
And then you got to look at it
Parker's a
like this, bro.
superstar.
Joe Burrow. This is the thing about Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow, as a rookie, is older than the MVP from last
That's true. He's
year.
26 years old. Facts.
He's older than the MVP from last year.
Facts. It's true. Yeah, that is
So-
true. But so far, so good in Cincinnati. This is for you. Parker's a beast, bro. Parker's a superstar. He looks identical to a young T.O., bro. He breaks tackles and catches almost everything. Okay, Pete.
Thank you.
Okay. That's why you got a 4-year extension, 30, I think 4 years, 40 million, I believe.
This is why you got to look at the film, man. Motherfuckers just be looking at the numbers and don't look at the film.
I'm gonna start looking at games, bro, because they show the games, every game played during the week. I'm gonna watch some of that. I mean,
I'ma
my
tell
boy
you,
told me
man,
about the Raiders, and I was like, okay, I'll look at them opening day. We had the Raider game here in New York, bro, and I was mesmerized. I was fucking mesmerized. I said, oh shit, Johnny Grew got the boys playing.
You know, and this is another thing. Like I said, you can't take that win that serious because they didn't have Michael Thomas. You know, you can't. They can't guard Mike not playing. That they're a completely different team, and we basically allowed Kamara to do his thing and said, "You're not going to beat us outside."
All I'm gonna say is this: the Patriots gonna get a big dose of Josh Jacobs tomorrow, and it's not gonna be pretty.
Jacobs, I don't want to see him get. I think he had a workload really heavy for 2 weeks. I don't want to see him getting a workload like that every week. I want to see him this week probably get maybe 19 carries, maybe 18 carries, something like that. Maybe 4 or 5 catches, and I want to see us really. I don't want to see him get the ball 30 times this week. I don't want to see that because that's leaning too much on him. He need a couple more years in the weight room, man.
Well, I miss you this week, Dusty. This is why I fucking miss you like this, bro. Because you bring it every fucking time you're up here, bro. And that's why I love you as a bro, and I respect the hell out of you as a fucking man. Don't you ever forget I said that to you, bro.
I got you, Mace.
I mean that, bro. I mean that, bro.
This week, I want to all right. So the against the Patriots now. Mm-hmm. They got Gilmore, right? So because they got Gilmore, I think that's going to take what's his name out the game. I think Gilmore is going to shut down our number one.
I heard they're going to put Gilmore on the kid Waller, I think his name is. What, a big game against the Saints?
That's a bad idea.
That's the word on the street. Idea. That's the word on the street. That Belichick's
That's a terrible idea. He got like 8 inches on him. That's a terrible
I know that.
idea.
You know that, but hey, Billy B, bro. You know what I'm saying?
What I would do is I would put them on Ruggs and jam them up every play because Ruggs don't got the size or the physicality to beat the press every play. You're going to make them tired.
I think this game, and I don't like to use this term, but like the Buffalo game, I think this game is going to be a war in New England, bro. I think the Raiders are coming to prove a point. I think the Raiders feel it. And if they get this one, boy, what a game we got late next Sunday. Buffalo comes to Vegas, bro. And you know I'm going to be watching that.
I think, Buffalo is a better – I've said this 4 or 5 times already. Buffalo has a better – Buffalo is the best team in your division. And if you look at the roster for the Patriots, without Cam Newton, they're probably more pedestrian than the Dolphins are. Let's just keep it real, bro.
I will agree with that. I think the Dolphins, and I know the Dolphin guys in here are going to give me the thumbs up I'm about to say. I've been saying this for the last year. They're a year away. But what's going to be scary about the Dolphins this year is their defense is going to get better as the season goes on. And when that happens and matches with their offense, they're going to be the type of team, Dusty, when you look at the highlights, right? Every time you look up, the team the Dolphins is playing against, they're going to score. And then when you look up, minutes later, the Dolphins are going to score right back.
What I think you guys should do, I think you guys need to pursue a trade to get somebody like a Ryan Kerrigan.
Yeah, I can see them doing that because we got the capital to do that in the draft. To do
Well, Kerrigan at this age isn't going to command that high of a price. I don't think. I mean, maybe a third. A
Yeah, we can
second at
give
the
that up
most.
for Carrigan. Yeah, we can give that up.
You
And
know, especially him being 30 plus. I think you guys trade for somebody like Kerrigan who can be good now, who could be a locker room leader now. Plus, him switching to a 4-3, he's not going to have the same amount of responsibility, so it'll give him a chance to just concentrate on being a three or being putting his hand on the ground instead of standing up. And I think it'll free up the Redskins of that contract so they can really let Sweat and Young do their thing.
boy, I tell you, Chase Young is a fucking monster, bro. They had that game on in New York 2 weeks ago against the fucking Eagles, and the second half, he destroyed the Eagles' offensive line, bro. They sacked that motherfucker 7 times in the second half, bro. And if you haven't heard the word out of Philly, let me read Pete first. I agree. People go by numbers. Jameis Winston should be starting for the Saints. Yep, trade away some of our guys too. I agree with that, Pete. Word out in Philadelphia is Jalen Hurts is getting very close to starting, and that they was talking about this morning. Carson Wentz has lost the locker room. The brothers in the locker room don't respect him. They don't like him, and people seem to forget it was Nick Foles who won that Super Bowl and got them chips. It wasn't Carson Wentz. He was
man. That's 4 games, man. Get that shit up out of here. 4 fucking games, man. Knock that shit off, man. Carson Wentz got them niggas there. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand that Wentz's leadership is lacking, and I've heard that since the year he got drafted. His leadership is lacking, which is bad at the quarterback position. But Jalen Hurts, I think, and I also think that Doug Peterson is smart enough to draw up an offense just for Jalen Hurts. And I honestly don't think that he'll have Jalen Hurts running on RPO type shit. I actually think he'll have him as a drop back quarterback who can actually take off if it's like man coverage or something like that.
I agree with that.
But I also think that if Carson Wentz is available, if you guys don't believe in Tua, why don't you guys go get him?
You know what? Guys, put him in the chat room. You like Carson Wentz for, let's say, a second rounder. One of our second rounders. Put it in the chat room because he's damaged goods. Put it in the chat room. 1 yes, 2 no. If you want Carson Wentz on this team, on the Dolphins. We got the capital to trade for him. You know what, honestly? I'm going to tell you the quarterback. If they don't get to the Super Bowl, this rumor was a little loud this year, whispers, next off season. Because my front office is all black men, they're going to go after. I do not be surprised if they go after Dak Prescott, bro.
No, see, Dak Prescott ain't all that. Just because he's black don't mean no.
Hold on, I'm telling you, that's the way they
feel. That'd be a big mistake. You guys would be better off with going after Tyrod Taylor.
No, you know who I want? You want the truth? You know who I want? If Houston would listen, I would take Deshaun Watson any day of the week.
I would never listen to that.
I'll give them all 4 of our picks. Here's the picks back. Give me Deshaun, bro, and
I'll be never. See, and the problem is, if you guys take on that contract, that's gonna fuck the money.
$100 million under the cap next spring.
You guys can't handle that contract. You got too many holes, bro. You guys need pass rushers. You know how expensive they are.
You just brought me back to reality. Good for you, Dusty. That's why I have you up here, bro. See how level-headed I am, bro? Even I know what they really need, in my opinion, they need a kick-ass middle linebacker. That's what they need. They need a new.
That's not that expensive. You guys can
I'll get them.
You guys passed on Roquan Smith, so that's only.
Yeah, bro, we need an impact kick-ass middle line. I think he's going to get it too because he was an inside linebacker in college, Flores, and that's why he got rid of Raekwon McMillan because he didn't feel that he can make the cut for him. And hell, we got Gaskin back in return. That's really was the trade, was him for Gaskin. And a couple of picks swapped hands and a handshake.
Did you guys hear did you guys hear that Jared Mayo is coaching is linebacker coach?
For the Raiders?
Nah, for the Patriots.
Oh yeah, they gave Gerard Mayo a coaching day. That's Belichick. That's him. I mean, he gave Pepper Johnson a job in New England when they won their first 3 Super Bowls.
Man. See, people don't talk about Pepper Johnson. That was one of the best to ever do it, man.
I didn't like him at first, but when I saw this motherfucker in Cleveland balling for Belichick, bro, having 240 something tackles, I was like, what?
You guys don't need a corner. I see the brother in the chat. He said you guys need a corner. Howard is a good corner, bro. You guys got Byron Jones, and you guys have 2 really good corners.
And the kid from Auburn played a great game Thursday night, shutting down the Jaguars' #1 receiver, bro. He played a hell of a game.
You guys need pass rushers, 2 of them.
Me, we need pass rushers and a kick-ass middle linebacker, bro.
But kick-ass middle linebackers don't come out, man. Like, like I said, Roquan Smith is like the last one for the next 5 years, probably that's going to really be one of them hard-hitting motherfuckers.
See, last night we needed you. You know what they talked about last night in here?
What's that?
I mean, not last night, Thursday night, the draft. There was awesome conversation with these guys in here, bro. And then I got nothing but compliments. Guys tell me, yo, you're versatile, man. We like that about you. I say, hey, I'll talk wherever you guys want to talk. I'll just sit back and let you guys be the stars. I'm just the moderator. That's who I am. I'm just the host.
Man, I love the draft, man.
I'll have you up here draft night.
This is why I got a problem with the Tua pick. Now, you guys, you know how high I am on Tua. You know how high I am on Tua. But if you're not going to play him, you should either took Becton or Simmons, man. And
I
that's
agree.
why
I wanted Simmons. I wanted Isaiah Simmons. I really did.
But Simmons ain't a middle linebacker. He's a outside linebacker. Yeah.
What I wanted was, and I said this in the Dolphins, a guy named TD Fence would do a great job. His room is lit. These guys in here are from his room. Okay? I kept typing. I wanted a championship defense and a power running game. Because to me, you win that way. You punch your opponents in the face, and your defense kicks ass on the field.
You know what? It might be, if I was you guys, why don't you guys go after Derrick Henry? He's on a franchise tag. They obviously don't want to keep him.
I think
he would be a good fit for you guys.
I think the Dolphins, you want my honest opinion? I think they knew they blew it in this past draft with Dobbins and Swift, but they didn't move up. But I guarantee you, one of their first 4 picks in that draft in 2021 in Cleveland, Ohio, will be a running back. And it's not going to be no cute, fast guy. It's going to be another Marshawn Lynch type, because everyone says the kid from Arkansas State reminds them of Marshawn Lynch. Guys have told me that. And I got my guys out there. They know this shit. And I'm going to tell you right now.
But you took you guys took your quarterback, which I think you guys should have took your left tackle or your linebacker.
My plan was, and I didn't mean to interrupt you, my friend. I'm going to let you roll. I wanted Tristan Wirfs at 5. I wanted Jordan Love at 18 and Austin Jackson at 26. I would be a happy motherfucker right now.
Tristan Wirfs has bad feet, bro. If you look at his anchor step is like a miniature anchor step. He's a liability in pass protection, bro.
Imam Perry has a question for you.
Go ahead.
He said to you why the Titans don't want to keep Derrick Henry.
Because they didn't pay him.
Yeah, makes sense. Eric Rowe is a free agent, yeah. Bobby McCain's a free agent. Yeah, we do need a cornerback in next year's draft. You're right about that, Mr. Miami.
Well, then why not trade Howard now?
They know their shit.
So why not trade Howard now then? Because I like Howard. I'm still high on him. I think he's a top 10 corner. If you don't like Howard, why not trade him now where you can at least get a second for him?
I think what they're looking at is they want a guy to be the cover in the middle. Who's going to cover the slot guy. That's what these fans want. And that kid played well the other day. I'm just saying. Played well the other day and the other night against Jacksonville. Let him grow. Let him grow. He's going to have Tyler Lockett next week. It ain't going to be easy for that kid. He's going to learn, bro.
Lockett is not, look, man, get off of that Lockett nigga. He's not all that, bro.
No, I look at the speed, man. That's what I look at.
Speed ain't shit if you can't get out of your cuts right. I'm just saying Lockett is not a good player. He's a slot at best.
I just think what's going to fascinate me next Sunday is I love both those teams. And I hope the best team win. Well, I'll say it right now. If I am the Seahawks, don't take the Dolphins lightly, bro. They will put points on you. And the longer that team stays in the game at home, and they're going to have 30,000, by the way, next week in Miami for this game. And it's going to be a jubilant crowd. It's going to be a giddy crowd. It's going to be lit because they won a game. And all they want to see in Miami is progress.
Hey, you know what? I don't see why you guys didn't take that the receiver that Pittsburgh took, Chase Claypool.
Oh, the kid from Notre Dame. He is so sweet, man.
Y'all passed on him. And look, don't get me wrong. I'm not mad at you guys for taking a quarterback. I think the Austin pick could have been. I wasn't high on the kid because I saw him get destroyed by that Spanish kid. And honestly, I think he needs to hit the weight room. He's just 20. He's a puppy. You know what I'm saying?
And you're right. And Iman Perry agrees with you.
But he has really good feet though. So I get it. He has really good feet. They're like, okay, we could put him on a meal plan. Okay, that's cool. I get it. But I think if you guys would have took left tackle first, I wasn't high on Worse. I was actually higher on Becton because he's a big, massive man with really good feet and super athletic.
Yeah, I would have been happy with Becton, and when we would have put that motherfucker on a fucking Slim Fast program as soon as he signed his contract. Iman Perry agrees with you. He says where Locke is not all that. Wilson makes him look good.
Hey, man, that's a fact right there. I think if you guys would have took Becton and then let's say Jordan Love at 18, right? I think at later in the first, you guys could have took a Ruiz, or you could have took a
Austin Jackson,
or even you could have got Caleb Von Chason at 18 and still got Jordan Love at the end of the first.
Man, all I'm gonna say is this. I'm gonna say it again. And Dusty, you have been right on point again, bro. It's good to have you. What has impressed me about the Black Manosphere, and I appreciate this, the guys from the chat rooms who pop up here for a few minutes to rock with us. Their knowledge of sports is on point. I'm impressed. Good for you guys. I mean this. Good for you, bro. Good for me, my brothers in the chat room.
The school want me to coach, but they said I got to get heads up certified if I'm a coach.
You know, Luke Campbell coaches high school in Miami. Uncle Luke.
They want me to coach this defense where I live at, and I wanted to do it, but they said I had to take a class to whatever heads up certified shit they talking about, and I was just like, look, man, I don't got time for that shit. You need me. I've been coming to this school. I've been damn near fucking assistant coaching the whole time my son been in there. It's like, hold on, man, check this out. Like, you know, the coach that they got is a PE teacher. I get it. You need me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
And then he's old. You know, you got a youngster like me. I'm out here running routes with the motherfuckers and doing chest bumps with them and shit. I'm like, y'all niggas need me.
Hey, Dust.
What's up?
Let me ask you this. In all seriousness. They start off 5-0. What are you going to say then?
Who, me?
Yeah, the Raiders.
Oh man, that's getting to it. I mean,
what would you say, bro?
Look, man, if we 5-0, who do we play in week 5?
At
the
Kansas
Chiefs.
City.
If we beat the Chiefs and we're 5-0, I'm not gonna like it, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because
I know why.
I'm gonna tell you why I wouldn't like it, because now you're gonna have everybody on TV talk about the Raiders.
You better believe it, bro. You'll be seeing the Raider caps rocked all over the country. Ice Cube would be talking so much shit you can't shut him up, bro.
And all the shit that the real Raider fans had to go through. We had to live through Jamarcus Russell and fucking Aaron Brooks and fucking we had to live through the Khalil Mack trade. Come on, man. We had to live through a whole lot of shit.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I clowned the Raiders for that trade. But once you got my boy Mike Mayock, who I love, by the way, he was great on TV. I love Mike Mayock. I love everything he does when it comes to scouting in the draft. I said they're going to turn this shit around in a fucking hurry, and looks like they're doing that. And it's good for the Raider Nation. It's great for guys like you, bro, who's been a fan for how long? 30-something years, bro?
I started watching the Raiders in like 94, 95, back when we had Jeff
right after Howie left.
After Howie left. And see, I started when I was a kid, my family was all Niner fans, and I was just like, it was the cool thing to like the Niners back then. You know what I'm saying?
The wine and cheese tailgates, yeah.
But what changed me was I saw this documentary with the Raiders back in the 80s, back when we had like Ted and, you know what I'm saying, we had the bad boy. They were smoking cigars in the locker room and playing poker. and beating motherfuckers up.
Then.
And I was like, that's my team.
That was the old seek and destroy Oakland Raiders.
You know, back when Shannon Sharp used to be scared of going over the middle. You know, like we
seek and destroy, baby.
What's his name? Ted. I forget his last Hendricks. Name, but Ted Hendricks. You know what I'm saying? You got this motherfucker smoking cigars at halftime and shit. I'm like, that's my team.
With the painted face, like the Joker.
You know, Lyle Alzado, as much now we know he was cheating, but Lyle Alzado, he was the attitude that we needed. Like that was, you know, when I seen, I was like, that's my team. Fuck y'all pretty boys in the Niners. And I always thought Jerry Rice was a sissy anyway.
Yeah,
like, no, we need Raiders, Tim Brown. It just fit more of my personality, man. Them Niners, they was just too cute for me, man. We needed a team that was gonna put you in your ass.
Yeah, the Niners, to me, the only year their defense was rugged was their third Super Bowl. The one when they destroyed the Broncos. That defense was the one they beat the Bengals the second time in Miami when Montana hit John Taylor. That defense was fucking no joke with Romanowski and those guys. Those motherfuckers were beasts, bro.
We was cheating like a motherfucker, man. Everybody was steroided up.
The Raiders, on the other hand, I saw them back in the 70s as a kid, and they had characters, but the one thing about the Raiders, they intimidated the hell out of you. And that Steeler, Dolphin, Raider triangle, that hatred between the three teams back in the 70s was beautiful to watch in the AFC, bro. Miami had the dynasty, then Pittsburgh came in, Raiders finally got theirs, Pittsburgh got a couple more, then the Raiders dominated the early 80s, bro.
I mean, and then we had Plunkett. He came from the Patriots. You know, he was a backup. You know, came from the Patriots, did his thing.
I was happy for him. I loved him.
I was too. That's why I got one of his jerseys. You know,
I love Marcus Allen too.
But when you looked at, I was a Bo Jackson fan. You know what I'm saying?
I was a Marcus Allen guy, man. I love Howie Long too. I loved Howie.
Bo, look, man. Now, Bo, y'all, this is gonna be an unpopular opinion, but I'm gonna say it. Bo was the best running back to ever do it.
I will hold that point. Sal's HQ, who's going to be up here soon, one of these days, with his monster equipment he's buying.
What up, Sal?
What's up to me and the OG? What he calls me the OG? What's up, my buddy? And he said, "What's up to you, Dusty?"
Yeah, I see that. What's up, Playboy? When you got to think in the early '90s when I'm a young impressionable little rugrat. Yep. You know, you got these Niners who's all pretty and shit, and then you got these Raiders where they used to show the ESPN Classic with the dude marinating or moderating when he had the little horns in the background and shit. And I was just like, you know what, man, them Raiders, they got something special, man. Like,
they did, bro. They had a great tradition of excellence, as Al Davis would say.
Just win, baby. You know,
I'm going to say this to you right now. I'm not just saying this because you're here, but I have Raider people around the country who will vouch for this. I was always a strong supporter of Al Davis, God bless his soul, and his methods. And in my opinion, if Al Davis was still here, they would not be in Vegas. That's just my opinion.
I think Vegas was a good thing that happened to us, man, to be honest. I think
because the league is going to take care of you now.
I think Vegas fits our personality traditionally.
Is it true that they got round trip flights from the Bay Area to Vegas, $65 round trip, leaving every Friday, Thursday through Sunday?
I'm gonna have to get back to you on that. I don't fly much. Us hood niggas, man, we rather drive to 13 hours, man. Fuck that.
I'm not joking about this. If they had $65 round trip from here to Miami, I'll be in Miami every effing week. I don't give a goddamn about the plague that's going on right now. I will be in Miami every week, bro.
The only thing I don't like about us being in Vegas is that there's certain free agents we won't be able to go after. Like when we was trying to get Robbie Anderson, and you think about it, Robbie Anderson in Vegas don't sound like a good idea.
Yes, and I'll go a step further. What's going to hurt you in the future is that there's going to be a lot of other team fans coming in for the weekend, and those casinos are going to give those guys tickets, especially if they fucking spending gambling money, bro.
Well, look, man, our fan base travels really well.
Oh yeah, I know they do.
You know, so
to me, the top fan bases that travel: Pittsburgh, Dallas, Miami, Oakland. I mean, Las Vegas now, and Green Bay. They travel anywhere you need to go. They're there.
So and then you think about it, Vegas is really only a 2 hour train ride or a 45-minute flight away from LA. So I mean, I don't see that as being a problem. It ain't. I don't think we are the dominant team. You know what I'm saying? Probably for 5 states that's connected to us. Like nobody.
I agree. The Seahawks got the whole Northwest. You guys got the whole Southland. I agree with that.
You know,
Without a doubt.
The Chargers ain't all that. The Rams, ain't all that.
No.
The Niners, you have some people that's loyal Niners, but quiet as kept. Quiet as kept. Look, quiet as kept. A lot of those Niner fans used to be Raider fans before they went to LA. Don't nobody want to talk about that though.
Hey, let me ask you a question. What's your lady think of the game tomorrow?
Of what game?
Her 49ers, bro.
She's so depressed, man. I don't know. I get back to you on that. She's depressed. I don't even think she want to watch no more.
I'll say this. Kyle Shanahan could put everybody in this chat room, me, you, and my nephew at quarterback. He's going to throw for 400 yards. That's how brilliant Kyle Shanahan is as an offensive mind. He proved it with Bobby Beathard's grandson. Remember 2 years ago in Garoppolo?
CJ Beathard is garbage, okay? CJ Beathard, he was garbage, bro. Like he threw a lot of picks too.
Of course, he's a 4th string quarterback.
This is the thing.
Kyle Shanahan likes to prove himself as a boy genius.
This is the thing about Shanahan. Shanahan runs that zone, and really, he's running his dad's playbook. Let's just keep that real. He's running his dad's playbook. When you look at Shanahan, bro, the only thing he needs to win is an athletic offensive line. Now, getting Trent Williams, that was a big fucking deal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they gave up basically nothing to get him too.
A 3rd-round pick, come on, man, for the best tackle in the game.
Away. Yeah, bro, that was a great pickup by the Niners, bro.
You know, Staley retired, so I get that. So they had to replace him, but Trent Williams is an upgrade. I think with Shanahan, as long as he has his athletic line, you know, guys that are running, you know, sub 5 40s and doing sub 4 or 5 cone drills, that's what he needs to be successful. Like his team is not about Garoppolo and receivers. His team is about offensive line and finding that one cut running back.
Yeah, bro. Before I continue that, Mr. Miami says that Marcus Allen, 191 yards, 2 touchdowns. Yes. Marcus Allen, not Marcus Allen. New England Cheaters versus the Bears in 85. Bears destroyed them, but the Patriots wasn't cheating back then. 73 AFC Championship game. I remember it well, Mr. Miami. I remember it well. It was in Miami. Raiders, Dolphins, and Zonka ran all over them, bro. They had no answers for Warfield, bro. Those were the good old days. You ain't seeing that no more. Ever since there's been Raider domination, I'll say since the Sea of Hands game with Clarence Davis in 74, one of the great playoff games ever played in the Oakland Coliseum ever. And then the 80s was all Oakland. The mid to late 90s since has been all Miami, except that playoff game in 2000 when the Raiders kicked Jay Feeler's ass, but Rich Gannon got hurt that game in Baltimore the week after against what's my man? I forgot my man's name. And the Raiders, let me just say this about the Raiders. It's good for the league if you get the Dolphins and Raiders back into championship contention. It really is. It is great for the league.
And I'm going to say this about Gruden. He was good at taking no names and doing something with them. Like Rich Gannon was a nobody.
I agree.
Rich Gannon was a nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody. And turned him into an MVP candidate. So I give him credit for that. But see, the reason why Rich Gannon did so well with Chucky is because when Chucky would get on that bullshit, Rich Gannon would be like, man, shut the fuck up. and I think that's what Derek Carr is missing. He don't got that shut the fuck up, coach, I got this mentality. Like I want to see that. Don't get me wrong. Derek Carr has all the intangibles as far as playing hurt. Like, remember he broke his finger, came back. snapped his finger back and came back and put the glove on, won the game. Like he's done that a couple times. Like Derek Carr will play hurt and do his thing, and he has but he doesn't have that shut the fuck up energy that I think that Chucky needs from a quarterback. Like that's why he was looking to trade him initially, and then he realized, shit, there ain't really no upgrade out here. I might as well just
like
keep
Mariota's gonna do that to him.
Fuck no, Mariota's even
more quieter than yeah, man. Hell's no.
And I think Chucky needs that from his quarterback, and that's why I think we was looking so heavy at Brady, because Brady has that shut the fuck up about him.
I think that would have been a coup.
Hell no! I would have been so pissed off. I would have been pissed if we went and got Brady.
Okay, I know why. You don't have to explain it, my brother. I know why.
No, not because of that. It's just that I don't think Brady has the skill set over Derek Carr anymore.
Again, and I said this before. If I don't know what's going to happen with Tagovailoa, but to be honest with you, yes, he did. Wade Wilson did play for the Cowboys and Raiders. But I tell you, Mr. Miami, you're getting deep. I'm just going to say this. I think the league, the AFC, CBS network, if you got the Steelers, Dolphins, and Raiders every Sunday, good and competitive and just edging towards Super Bowl contenders, the AFC, the NFL is going to rock that shit for 10 years, bro.
Man, y'all need to quit playing, man. Look, Dusty said it. Tua is better than Trevor Lawrence.
Okay.
Tua is better. Look at the film. Trevor Lawrence on film, he doesn't have good film. Look at the film, bro.
Well, I would love Fields myself.
Tua, like Trevor Lawrence is not all that. He's like a skinny little kid. His arm strength isn't there. He done had 3 years in the weight room, still can't throw a 60-yard bomb. He doesn't have the arm strength. He can run around a little bit. He got a little bit of mobility, but that's not going to be enough to take you guys over the top. Like he's another Tony Romo. He's a B+ at everything, but not an A+ at anything. Now, Tua, he's an A+ at accuracy.
Facts.
And Tua has a A- arm at his size.
His arm is okay. It's not chicken noodle arm, but his arm is very good. I will agree with that. I watched film on him. Yeah, it's very good.
His arm is better than Trevor Lawrence's arm, and he's smarter. If you look at Tua's film, he throws motherfuckers open. He looks down safeties. He throws motherfuckers open, and Tua rarely made a bad throw. Tua only got hurt when he tried to keep plays alive when he should have thrown it away, and you can coach that.
Plus, I heard guys in the SEC wanted to go at his knees. That's what I was told.
Say it again?
Guys, defensive players in the SEC wanted to go after his knees. That's what I heard.
I mean, that was obvious to see, especially that South Carolina game. That wasn't hard.
I don't be watching that, Kyle. I'll be watching it tonight because my Canes is playing Florida State, and this quarterback that the Canes guy's out of this world from Houston. So I'm looking forward to this. But
I want to look, man. The problem is you look at Tua and you see that fucked up hip, and you know a hip is a big fucking deal. And I get it. I get it.
That's why you're a magnificent one, my brother.
But the shoulder was the same problem with Breeze, and you guys tried to get him too.
And then they decided not to. And look Nick Saban, 5-6 titles later in NCAA, Dolphins garbage.
Look, I say this. If you guys would have actually pulled the trigger on Breeze, which you should have, because the history says you should have, Saban would still be there.
And we should have drafted him the first time, but Dave Warren was the coach.
You know, I'm high on Saban, and you know,
I am
Saban
too.
is the shit. You know, Saban is the shit because Belichick said that was the only coach he was ever scared of. He wasn't scared of nobody else. He ain't scared of fucking Pete Carroll. He ain't scared of fucking Parcells. He was scared of Saban in his division.
Oh, he respects Pete Carroll.
But it's not the same, bro. But it's not the same. It's not the same respect that he has for Saban.
Oh, I know that. Of course, I know.
Like Saban is actually a academic, like he is. Pete Carroll's a rah-rah guy.
That's why they get along so well. They're two peas in the pot.
They both can break down like Belichick and Saban is the type of coach that could break down one play for 4 hours.
Yeah, I believe that.
Pete Carroll is not that smart.
Yeah, I buy that. You don't have to tell me the Super Bowl. Last play of the game. Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm telling you, don't sleep on Tua, man. It's gonna be another Drew Brees story. Once he gets in that game, bro, you're gonna see them ice cold veins that boy got, and he's gonna he's a left-handed Drew Brees. That's who he is. He's a left-handed Drew
Yeah.
Brees.
Yeah, that's what everyone says, bro. That's what
Who said
everybody
that? Because I
says.
thought I was the first one to say that.
No, you wasn't. But Dusty in here, you are the first one to say it. How's that?
That boy's a left-handed Drew Brees, man.
No, I love you, bro.
If you guys don't give that boy a fair chance, that'll be the look. Because I guarantee you, Tua, once he gets his chance, no matter who his surrounding cast is, he's going to do his thing.
That offensive line keeps blocking like they are right now. Hell's yeah, he is. I told that to everybody in the Dolphin chat room. I said, you get that offensive line together, and they're doing their job. You'll have your quarterback, your savior, Dolphin fan. Yes.
See, the thing about Tua is you have to make sure your interior line is on point. Now, you got your right guard. You still need your center and your left guard. You need to get your interior line together because a short guy like Tua, if you bring in pressure from the middle, he's not going to do well. So you got to make sure your interior line is on point. Maybe that's why you guys ain't playing him. I don't know. But I guarantee you, if you give up on that boy, he's going to go somewhere like fucking the Browns and fucking kill it.
Yeah, I can see that.
And then you're gonna be talking about, oh, we had Tua, get Flores out of here.
Oh, Dolphin fan asks, wow. Hey, Dust, you working tonight?
No, I'm off today.
Yeah, bro, because I'm gonna take a break at 1:00 your time. And I'm gonna come back at 6:30. And if there's no motherfuckers here early, listen, chat room, listen to me. If there is nobody here for this fucking fight, okay? Because Sir Tice says he's out. He got a Brazilian party he's going to.
Nobody watching that goofy shit. That fight is trash.
Yeah, bro. Syfe Bud and him and these guys are treating it like it's God's gift. But I'm going to say this right now. I'm giving him 15 minutes too. If he's not in here, we will rock this shit again to about midnight, boys. So get ready for that. Maybe 1 in the morning. I'll be that good in the mood, bro. And we'll mix it up too. We'll talk about bitches. We'll talk about how it is to be a real. Okay? We'll talk about fucking investments. We'll talk about tech. Whatever you motherfuckers want to talk about, I'm giving this motherfucker a 6:45. Because his boy dropped out.
Mace. Hey Mace, I'm getting my channel together, man. I'm in the market for a camera and a capture card. I'm about to get my channel together. My show gonna be called Kicking Up Dust.
Nice. And you know what's gonna be the first subscriber when you told me it's ready? Me.
Oh, I could drop my channel link in the chat real quick. Hold up.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll subscribe to it right now, bro. And I'll say this to you too. I will not. Hey, if you want me to come up on the panel, I'll do it, bro.
Oh man, you can come anytime, man. Anytime.
What's gonna be your hours? What's gonna be your hours Pacific time? You don't know yet?
I can't, well, it'll be most likely the morning.
I'll be there.
It'll most likely be the mornings because I work a swing shift, so the mornings will be best for me.
I'll be there.
Hold on 1 second. Let me go to your chat real quick. Drop that link for y'all.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna subscribe right now. All you guys in this chat room, Miami, Pete, all you guys subscribe to Kicking It with Dust?
Kicking Up Dust.
Kicking Up Dust. That's right. My boy, the magnificent one. My man Dusty, bro. I will be there. I will support you. Just like you support me, bro. I'm like that, man. I'm loyal. You're loyal to me. I'm loyal to you.
Did the link go?
I don't see it yet.
Oh, that's because you got to wrench me up. Hold on. I'm going to drop something in the chat. You got to wrench me up.
Yeah, they told me I got to do that in Facebook page.
No, on YouTube, you got to just click on my comment.
That's what I mean. I'm sorry. Yeah, YouTube.
Yeah, you got to wrench me up so that I could post a link.
I'll do that tonight, bro.
No, you got to do it while it's going on. You can't do it later.
All right, let me do it right now. Let me go to let me go to YouTube.
And then you just click on my comment. I just type my name in there, and then you just click on it, and it'll say make him a moderator.
Yeah, Platinum told me the other day not to do that much of that shit.
Yeah, don't, because motherfuckers abuse the wrench, man. Fuck your shit up.
They knocked out my man Ball game yesterday. I'm gonna rinse a lot of you guys up right now.
Say it
Mr.
again.
Miami deserves it. He's been loyal. He deserves it, bro. I'll rinse you up. All
Let
right,
me
let me
know when
go
you
to
do it.
my room on this.
Don't be surprised if we whoop on the Patriots by 2-3 touchdowns.
I wouldn't be surprised, bro. Yeah, go ahead. Drop the link.
Okay, I'm about to do it now. I'm still ain't rinsed up yet. Let me
You
post the
didn't drop
link
the
up.
link. The link ain't here yet.
I just dropped it.
All right, it should be popping up right now. It says Dusty. That's what it shows. That's your name, bro. Not lying to you.
Oh no, no link. I ain't rinsed up yet.
Oh, okay. Let me rinse you up. I'm sorry. Just click on your name, right? Your logo.
Yeah, you click on my name and it'll have like some options next to it.
Okay,
And you
I
can
see
either
what you're talking about.
you're either able to remove
Oh,
me or
three little
block me.
dots, right? Click on the three
Yeah,
little dots.
yeah.
All right. Yeah, okay, I got you. I got you, bro. Mr. Miami, I got you too, bro. I
Yeah,
got
man,
you.
wrench up everybody who come through and kick it with you.
I am doing it right
That way,
now.
when the trolls come through, nigga, we have some power.
Yeah.
Time these bitch ass niggas out.
Guys gonna be shocked. Next time they come in, they're gonna have wrenches next to them. Let me do Iman Perry. He's been faithful too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Rich up the people that's verified, man. That way, when the trolls come through talking shit, you know, what I'm saying, you can boot these bitch ass niggas. Like, we will confine you to the clouds.
Yeah. Now I know how to do shit. Yeah, I got everybody who I look at as loyal in here. I appreciate you, yo. Yeah, I got you. I got you rinsed up now, bro.
Yeah. So anybody with their wrench, they could drop their channel or whatever. Cause I don't know why they do it like that. That's just the way the shit worked though. But yeah, when I get my shit,
He deserves it, but
what?
I
Because
mean,
right now I'm looking at a camera. Right now I'm looking at a camera, and I'm looking at the a capture card, and then I'm not. I'm not because I know I want to do sports one day out the week, and I know I want to do one day out the week where it's a live stream. But I'm
yeah.
probably gonna be doing a lot of pre-recordeds.
All right, I got you, bro. I just subscribed. Subscribe to his channel, fellas. I just subscribed, Dusty.
Bet
Me,
that.
bro. Told you I'd be the first one.
I got like 10 subscribers, but that's because I be talking, you know, wherever I go, I get to talking shit. I think I got those 10 subscribers from Kuda's channel.
I got all my guys because guys seen me for a year and a half. I was always in Game Changers. I was in Fantastics, Kudas, O'Shea's.
Hey, this is my question. Now I don't want to bring the nigga up like that. What make you fuck with Game Changer knowing he bought some dirty foot bitch a stove?
What made me fuck with him?
I mean, yeah, I mean this.
Believe it or not, he was good to me, and
Oh
I
yeah,
appreciate that. Yeah, he was.
he was good to you.
Yeah, Fantastic and me are cool. We rock well. But they have this banishment and hatred for DJ Kuda, and I think the main reason is, my opinion, he's cool, bro. And you know, like you have the cool guy on the block, but he's quiet. You don't really talk to him. But then when he comes out with the flyer shit, everybody hates him. That's Kuda, bro. Kuda told these guys to upgrade. These guys, in my opinion, most of them, they're in the manosphere to have fun, to chill. And they didn't appreciate that. But
They didn't. They don't like game niggas right now.
yeah, and I rock with who rocks with me. And Kuda, it wasn't for Kuda, I wouldn't have this equipment right now, and I wouldn't be talking to you right now, bro. That's a
Yeah, I
fact.
see you upgraded your shit, big dog. I see you.
Yeah, bro. I'm all business, bro. I don't fool around, man. I love what I do. This is a hobby for me. And if you're on the train, you're getting a wrench. If you're not on the train, F you. Shit. I'm dead serious.
So give me your ups before you sign off because you about to sign off. Give me a upset lock.
Upset lock?
I mean, the Chiefs is an easy one, but somebody besides the Chiefs.
Ooh. Who do I like tomorrow? I mean, this week. Who's an underdog? The Raiders. I can go with them or the Bengals. Green Bay is too easy because I think they're going to beat the hell out of New Orleans. I'll go your Raiders. I'll take a risk. I'll go with the Raiders because Cam Newton don't know nothing about winning. I'll go with Raiders. Yeah. What you saw against the Seahawks Sunday night last week, that's Cam Newton's career right there. I'm being honest about that.
But see, you can't be super impressed by that because who is he doing it against? He's not going to do that against he's not going to do that against who has a really good defense. He's not going to. Pittsburgh got them young corners. I really like that. Plus, they got Fitzpatrick at safety.
Out of this world, bro.
Yeah, Pittsburgh defense is actually. And imagine if they still had Shazier.
You ain't lying. That was a fact. What you just said.
Imagine if they still had Shazier.
Facts, bro. Yeah, Shazier was coming to his own before he got hurt. Man, he was balling.
Man, he was. Man, that motherfucker. Oh, Charlie Villanueva looking ass nigga, but that motherfucker was the shit, boy. He was super physical, super fast, super strong. Like Shazier was. Then they got them edge rushers. They still got the edge rushers. You know what I'm saying? They getting a little old up front, and they front three. But I think they'll address that next year. I think they'll get 2-3 techniques next year in the draft.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, it's going to be the Packers versus Seattle in the NFC title game. Okay. Legion of Boom, no mas. Okay.
They're not a Legion. Look, Jamal Adams by himself is the Boom. There ain't no Legion over there.
I tell you that Quentin Weber's name is. He's playing his ass off. The kid you get from the Redskins, he's playing his ass off in the one corner.
See, y'all need to understand, man. Like Seahawks is Russell Wilson or bust.
I believe that, yeah, of course. But you'd rather have it on your quarterback's hands than, let's say, if your defense don't get a big stop in a big moment.
They can't get a big stop in a big moment.
I'd rather have it in the quarterback's hands. That's me personally. That's why they get paid all that money. Go win me the goddamn game.
And I'm telling you, the Patriots, they cannot sustain what they're doing. You cannot have your quarterback running the ball 15 times a game. He will get hurt he will be hurt before the trade deadline if they keep doing this.
I'm telling you now, Dusty. I don't know. Something tells me that the teams who have something to prove tomorrow are going to win. I don't know why I get that feeling. I think Buffalo's going to win tomorrow. I think your team's going to win tomorrow outright. And if they do that again, Buffalo next week out in Vegas, and then at Arrowhead, if you go 4-1, 5-0, I'm going to say, Dusty, the floor is yours, nigga. Go ahead.
Look, about Buffalo, I know Josh Allen had a hell of a game last week, but he's not that good.
We'll find out tomorrow against Aaron Donald, bro.
He's not that good.
Find out tomorrow. That's what makes tomorrow's game very fascinating for both those teams.
Well, the Buffalo is actually pretty good on the interior. I know they lost Levitre a couple of years ago, but they're still pretty good on their offensive line. And they lost Eric Wood too a while back. So yeah. I mean, they're still good in their interior line. I don't think Aaron Donald I don't think he'll get a sack because I do think Josh Allen will be able to finesse his way out of that. But I don't. If you force him to beat you with his arm, he's not going to be able to do it. Like the same thing, like I said, like the same thing I said with Minshew. Now he has the arm to beat you, but he does. If you look at his throwing motion is trash. That's why he's not accurate.
Yeah, facts.
And he doesn't have any touch. It's either a rocket or it's nothing. He doesn't have that touch ball. He don't know how to finesse that thing. He's like a young Cap, where Cap just threw nothing but fastballs. He don't got a changeup.
Dusty, what time you wake up in the morning, bro?
Probably like 8:30 your time.
5:30?
Yeah.
You're gonna love tomorrow's pregame show, bro. because we're going to go over all the games. Miami played Thursday, so there won't be any Dolphin talk. It's going to be all the big games tomorrow. I'm going to give you the point spreads. I'm going to give you the injuries. I'm going to give you the up-to-date point spreads, bro.
Mom Perry said the Bangalores go 11-5.
Who?
The Bangalores. I'm assuming he's talking to Bengals.
The Bangalores ain't going 11-5, buddy. They already lost 2. And if they lose 3, they ain't winning 12 of their last 14. 11 of their last 14, man. Yeah, you crazy if you believe that, bro. They're not doing that.
This is what I think, man. I think that I think that if Carson Palmer couldn't do it, Joe Burrow sure can't do it.
By the way, with their schedule, I do agree with you, Iman. Hey, Iman, you've been good, bro. I love you, bro. We going. I know the Buffalo Bills. I think they'll go 11-5, 12-4. Yeah, but their schedule is brutal. Every week, except for the Jets, they play. Except for the Jets and the Dolphins, they play real competition.
I think they'll go 9-7. I think they're going to take a step back this year.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you why. Is because now don't get me wrong, I love their defense. I think Tre'Davious White is one of the top 3 in the league.
Yeah.
But outside of that, I'm just not seeing.
You're not buying it.
I'm not buying it, bro. I'm not buying it. I think they'll go 9-7, maybe 10-6 if they're lucky. But I see them. I think they'll win the division, but I also think they'll lose the first game too.
Huh? Okay.
And then now that they added another playoff spot, I just don't see. I just don't see Buffalo coming out of the AFC at all. I mean, you have to look at a team like to be honest, I think the Bengals. If the Bengals make the wild card, I would actually take them over Buffalo.
You think the Bengals, if they lose tomorrow, is going to come back from 0-3?
I think that their roster is a lot better than people give it credit for. Now, they signed a D tackle, they signed the 2 corners, actually really good corners. Now, I don't know how well they gel together, but on paper, they're doing really good things on the defensive side of the ball with the signings that they did. They drafted T. Higgins. You put him with AJ Green. I think he's going to learn a lot. Now, I think Joe Burrow is a decent quarterback. I wouldn't have took him number 1. I think they took him because he was a hometown kid and they wanted to sell some jerseys, but I don't think that he was worthy of that pick.
I hear you. I hear you, bro.
I think he has a B+ arm, B+ mobility, and like I said, he's a year older than last year's MVP. So I think that I think that he doesn't have that high of a ceiling. How much better can he really get? Because he doesn't have the physicality. So usually when you draft a quarterback, you want somebody that has the physical gifts. That way you can teach him how to be a better quarterback. Now his physical gifts aren't really all of that. And he's already a decently accurate quarterback. So I don't really see very many areas where he can improve outside of getting smarter as far as being able to read a defense.
Tomorrow, the 3 following coaches, if they lose, will be on the clock. Bill O'Brien's number 2. Number 3 is Dan Quinn. Number 1, of course, is my good friend and who we started the show off, me and Sir Tice, is Matt Patricia. All 3 of them lose tomorrow. They're on the clock.
I think Matt Patricia is already done. He's already done. He lost the team last year.
Yep, and so did Bill O'Brien. That playoff game in Kansas City, 4th and a half a yard, could have went up 28-0. Game over. Watson was hot. Instead, he kicked the field goal. We all know what happened next.
That ain't Bill O'Brien's fault. It's not. I don't put that on Bill O'Brien. I put the D-Hop trade on Bill O'Brien, even though I understand why they did it. But I think I didn't have a problem with the D-Hop trade. I think the trade that's going to get Bill O'Brien fired was the Laramie Tunsil trade.
Before I do that, Hypocrisy, welcome to the family, bro. Welcome in the chat. You want to pop up? I'll drop the link. The Tunsil trade was horrible. It was great for Miami because now their building process to rebuild got quicker. I mean, Let's be real about it. I mean, you're a Dolphin fan.
I don't like my coaches making GM decisions. I just don't.
Yeah.
I understand, like, okay, I understand having an input on buying the groceries, but I don't want my coach actually buying the groceries. I think they should have input and tell the GM, this is what we need. Go get that kid. He's that good. I get that. The coach should have input on what we buy as far as groceries, but I don't like the coaches just being able to have that much power because it creates an imbalance in the locker room.
Facts.
And I don't like the imbalance that it creates. Like, we all know Hopkins deserved Julio money. They didn't want to pay him that Julio money. Now, I would have actually kept Hopkins and I would have traded JJ Watt.
Of course, yeah, I'd get rid of his ass in a heartbeat. But you know how the white people down there in Texas is, they'll fucking burn the stadium. Oh, we can't get rid of JJ. Oh,
get rid of JJ, motherfucker. And I'll tell you, the perfect place to send his ass would have been Pittsburgh.
Facts. Play with his brother.
Play with his brother. Plus, they run the 3-4, and they're weak at the position that he plays. I would have sent his ass to Pittsburgh for a first and a third, or a first and a fourth. Bye.
And Prophecy, you want to come up, bro? The link is in the chat, right underneath your name, bro. You want to come up and join this for a few? Come on up, bro. Welcome. Yeah, bro. I got rid of JJ Watt's ass a long time ago.
I don't put that the loss on the Texans or on Bill O'Brien. I think it's the Tunsil trade that really sealed his fate as a shitty coach. And then, like, I didn't like that he had a problem with D. Hopkins bringing his baby mamas to the facility. It's like, what, you want me to be a deadbeat motherfucker?
Yeah.
Everybody else had their families up here. I can't have my baby mamas up here. What, you want me to fuck? Like, I didn't like that shit, man. And him and Patricia got that shit bad, bro. Like I wouldn't have been surprised. Like, if I was Big Play Slay, I would have choked the shit out of his bitch ass.
That nigga actually put a hanging dick in front of his locker?
Come on, man. Like, and this is what I'm saying. Like, yeah, it would have been a bad look on Big Play Slay to choke the shit out of him. But you got to understand, Big Play Slay has a really good reputation in this league. And people would have asked, well, why did he do it?
I'm gonna do a video on the white football coaches like Matt Patricia next week. That's a great topic for me to go in on.
He should have grabbed that motherfucker by the beard, pulled that shit down, and fucking kneed his bitch ass. Like, I'm telling you, bro, like, that motherfucker, he should have got hands put on him. And yes, like I said, it would have been a bad look for Big Play Slay, but people know that Patricia's a bitch ass nigga. I don't think it would have affected him as much as it would have affected Patricia. I would have put hands on him.
He says he don't get on channels, but he subbed to me, told me keep up the good work and don't fall for manosphere cancer. Love you too, my brother. Thank you so much. I love you, man. Appreciate you. Thank you, Hypocrisy.
He should have put hands on him. And then, like, but same thing with Bill O'Brien. Like, these coaches, like, this is the thing. See, the problem with like when Carlissimo got hands put on him, the problem was Sprewell already had a bad reputation. But when you have a guy with a good reputation doing shit like that, that's going to reflect badly on the coach.
Facts.
Big Play Slay is a locker room leader, a fucking captain, and you getting choked out by your captain. What the fuck is going on in Detroit? Like, why did they even fire Jim Caldwell?
Right. You deserve that, bro. Love you. Appreciate you.
Why did they fire Jim Caldwell? Kiko Alonso.
You know why they fired Caldwell? Who, Miami or the Lions?
No, I was talking about the Lions.
They fired him because they didn't want a black man as coach. He wanted to bring in his lackey from New England. And look what's going to happen to them by Christmas. It's going to be a hell of a Christmas present for both their families. Motherfucker's fired, and he's not getting a head coaching job ever again. He'll be lucky if fucking Belichick brings his pencil in the ear ass back.
Now Belichick will bring him back. He'll bring back Bill O'Brien too. That's what Belichick.
O'Brien, I can see, but then again, he was the offensive coordinator when he left. How he's gonna deal with McDaniels, bro?
McDaniels, to me, should look. All right, so we all remember when he took the coach job and then reneged on it, right?
Yep, rumor is he's going to take Belichick's place. That's why he's
exactly. I don't think. Look, man, Belichick. I think they sat him down and be like, "Look, man, if you chill for 3 years, Bill gonna get this bread. He gonna retire. Boom, 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 and bon. You'll be in charge." Now, I think that was a selling point. But to be honest, if you look at Josh McDaniels, he should have took that coach job. You don't turn down Andrew Luck.
Yeah.
And I think, and back to Bill O'Brien, I think the reason why he did the Laramie Tunsil trade, I think he did it because he didn't want Deshaun Watson to retire like Luck did.
Yeah.
That's why he did the Laramie Tunsil trade. But I would have made him thug it out. I would have kept Dwayne Brown, even though he was getting older, and I'd have worked with what I had.
Facts,
once they sent Dwayne Brown to Seattle, that's when you start seeing Deshaun Watson get beat the fuck up.
Tell me about it. And I'll tell you what, even though Russell gets blasted, Brown's done a hell of a job in Seattle, bro.
He's holding up. Even though he's an old man, he's holding up.
Facts. I mean, what can you say, bro? I mean, some of these teams, Houston Texans, and there's a lot of Texan fans in my room, believe it or not. I got Laurel, I got Commandante Lou, and there's one more guy who rocks the Texans, bro. Every time I bring up Laramie Tunsil trade, they quiver, bro. Hey, here's what it is.
And
you know what I'm saying?
Look, don't get me wrong. I'm actually high on Tunsil, right? But I know he hasn't played to his potential yet, but I am high on Tunsil. Now, what I don't get is I'm not comfortable spending that much capital on a player and then having to turn around and pay him. Now, if he's already paid, I'm cool with it. He's already paid. All we're doing is taking on the contract. They paid the bonus. I'm not paying the bonus, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to spend that much draft capital and then turn around and make you the highest paid player in the league. I don't want to do that. That's why I'm glad we didn't get Jalen Ramsey. I'm like, I don't want to spend a first round or a first or the third on Jalen Ramsey. They didn't have to turn around and pay the motherfucker. We got Trayvon Mullins coming up next year. We got to pay this nigga.
Facts.
So
end it here. I want you to be back. What time you? I don't mean to sound funny when I'm about to ask you, but I'll ask you anyway. What time the ladies making dinner, bro?
Well, today's a Sabbath. We don't cook today, but tomorrow, tomorrow I'm cooking breakfast, man. Hold on, I'm gonna show you what I got going on. I got a few of these coming up nice here. Bro.
Yep, I see it. Nice steaks.
New York strips. I got a few of these. I'm about to throw a couple of these on the grill. You feel me?
I feel you. Mm-hmm.
These like $40 steaks, man. Luckily, I work at a butcher, so I can get them for the low.
I feel you, bro. I wish I could do it. One of these days, I'm going to come out there. I was planning on going to L.A. next spring, probably next April. I may just come up there and say hello to you and the missus and the baby, and you got to show me that meat locker, bro.
Now, we in Northern California,
yeah,
man.
You're in Sacramento. I'll get up there.
L.A. like 2 states away.
I know, bro. I know, bro. But, bro, that's what Amtrak's for, right?
Hey, man, you come out here, man. I'll show you where you can get some of that good smoke, man. Show you where you can get some good tequila, man.
All right, man. I don't drink, but okay.
Get you some good smoke, man. And you're going to be like, what the fuck is y'all smoking out here?
Dusty, what do I say in my endings, bro? I'm about to say it right now. What do I say in my endings?
And what?
My endings, when I finish a show, I say something.
I ain't caught it yet, OG.
I'm about to do it right now. For the magnificent Dusty, for Hypocrisy, who said hello. Mr. Miami, of course, is #1 fan. I love you, bro. And you're definitely going to get free merch from me, my brother. For everybody who dropped in today. We'll be back at 6:30 Eastern. Dusty will be back with me, okay, hopefully, after he finishes Sabbath and taking care of his business. Remember, guys, no partying, no clubbing, no smoking, no drinking, no sex, no women. Good afternoon from the Oasis. I love you all. I'll see you 6:30 Eastern time. Dusty, I love you, my brother.
Bro, I like platinum, man. You gotta fuck on these bitches.
Yeah, platinum thinks I'm a little fruity, man.
Gotta get your fuck on, man.
The day I do that, we'll throw a celebration. It'll be on CNN, Fox, it'll be over the place. How's that?
Get your fuck on, Mace.
Love you, Dust. Love you, 305.
All right, big dog.
Talk to you in a couple of hours, bro.
Bet.
Bet, bro.